Hello everyone, and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Today, we are going to be finishing off the last little bit of maxing the Soulforge. Of course, we did most of it last night. I did a little bit before we even started streaming today, earlier this morning. And now we just have the final level to go grind out, and then we'll have a maxed out Soulforge. So we'll then be able to craft everything. If you don't already know, I highly advise not spending any gems on the Soulforge. It is actually a complete waste by a very large margin. Each kill that you do prior to maxing out the Soulforge is worth about like 0.7 gems. Every single battle you do is about like 3 gems worth of kills. So you really do not want to level that up. It's actually really poor value, and there's no need to have it up so early. Figured I mention it again because that's the most relevant thing to really mention immediately for any of you that haven't already maxed out. Anyways, yeah, don't do that. Anyways, yeah, we'll be doing that. We'll be doing our dungeon battles. Actually, I think the first thing we'll do... Actually, no, I shouldn't do it first. I'll wait till everyone gets here, and then we'll go do the dungeon battles. If I do it right now, then... yeah, most of the people aren't here yet. Anyways, hello Ungur, hello Ryan, hello Neil. Oh yeah, I feel the same way. I wish they did auto level, or at least give some kind of notification. It is pretty annoying. I'm on the last level now, so it doesn't really matter as much now. But for people who are just starting the game and stuff, and for people who aren't already getting it done, they really should do a patch in the near future where they do make it automatically roll over or do something. I hate that you have to keep manually doing it, and any kills that you don't or that you forget about will end up not counting towards your next level. Let's see. Hello Ryan, hello player Daniels, hello Bloodstained, welcome. Oh, you lost your data, how do you get it back? Contact the Gems of War devs on gemsofwar.com, click on support, click on submit a request, and fill out all the information. With the there's a little little menu on it as well that says like why are you contacting them. Say lost account on it, and they'll get to you. Do keep in mind they are normally not working as much over the weekends, so it could be until about Monday or Tuesday until you get it recovered. But they should be able to do something for you. Hello Mohammed, welcome. Hello El Kuke, welcome. Hello Henny, hello Bill, hello Humberto, welcome all. You just saw your video. Is Dragon Soul 3x Azurus still the second best option for soul farming? I haven't tested the exact rates. I feel like you're better off just doing triple Warlock Valkyrie at this point, though. Azurus triple, Dragon Soul triple Azurus is pretty much the same. And I don't know, personally, given that they're both about the same rate now, I actually prefer using the Warlock team. One of the main reasons for this, particularly for if you're planning on upgrading to the Ferrous Ra, is the Warlock team plays the same way as the Ferrous Ra team. So it'll be good practice for when you eventually upgrade into Ferrous Ras. If you play with the Dragon Soul team, it plays completely different than how you will once you start getting Ferrous Ras. Hello Atlas, welcome. Let's see. Can I suggest to the devs to be able to re-enter the dungeon for the cost of 10 maps? I don't think they would do that, particularly anytime in the near future. Obviously, one of the main things they're trying to make money on is the jewels that they sell within the Drifting Sands thing. I don't believe I'll be buying it every day. There's 3 main colors I need. Red, which was yesterday, yellow, which is today, which we already bought, and purple. Also, the Diamond Day. There's a 7th day that I believe has a focus on Diamond, so we'll want to buy it on that day. The main reason I need these is for if we go into Soulforge, we don't have the Mythic unlocked yet, but I know everything that we need for the Mythic. If we go under our Soulforge, we need a lot of purple trade stones, but we also need those other 3. So if I go into here, we need these 3 weapons, the Eye of Xthenos, the Heart of Xthenos, and the Soul of Xthenos, in order to craft Xthenos. The Eye of Xthenos, a lot of people actually already have, or I shouldn't say a lot, but some people already have. Anyone who's been playing this game for about a year and a half actually already have this weapon, so I don't need the blue. So that means I only need red purple, and I need yellow purple. I have the reds, I have the yellow, now we just need the purple. And the only other thing I would need from there is a bunch of diamonds, a lot of diamonds. I think we need like 4,000 diamonds to create a mythic. which is a ridiculously insane amount. But that's something that we're working towards. The souls will be easy, the gems will be easy, and the celestials will be easy. Yeah, the first video I'll kind of be doing, I'll still be doing a crafting video later today, but one of the first kind of like showing new unique things to crafting related items. I'll probably be showing all 3 weapons of Zekthenos in one video. The main thing holding me up is the purple gems though. I actually have everything other than all the purple gems to be able to do that. Unfortunately, no purple days are rolling around. Hopefully we'll get a purple day like tomorrow, and then like another purple day like a few days later, so we can actually show it. Anyways, yeah, let's actually go do dungeons now. I think I delayed enough that it's about time to go do dungeons. So, dungeons. Just a recap of what dungeons are. There are 7 dungeons, okay, you can do 3 dungeon battles per day. These give resources, various resources, a combination of a jewel, some jewels of a specific color, shards, and a random chance to be able to get diamonds. On top of this, these change every single day. These changes go and shift through all 6 colors, and on a 7th day, it has a diamond focus. I don't know exactly what that will do, but if I had to guess, it would be a guaranteed chance of diamonds with some shards and the % chance of diamonds is what I assume it would be. Other than that, you 3 battles every single time. Each one of these have certain special effects that they do within the battle. Every single troop within these battles are all max level 20 mythics. And of course, you also have to deal with whatever extra conditions that they have on them. Other than that, yeah, you get to try them as many times as you want. All you have to do is defeat them. If it takes you 1 battle or 1,000 battles, it gives you the exact same reward. So it doesn't really matter how much you fail at them, as long as you can get them completed within the context of a day, you will end up getting them. They are dailies, and they do reset at the standard 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's also these offer things. The 50 gem offer that you can do after you have completed the first boss is definitely very much worth it, and you should pretty much always be buying it if you have an excess of gems. If you have like over 1,000 gems, you should be easily buying it every single day. It is really good value, particularly since these resources are so new that no one really has them. The $5 purchase is decent. I'm mainly going to be buying it on Purple Day and Diamond Days, particularly Diamond Days. Every other day, for now on, I probably won't really be buying it too much. And after I get the first Mythic, I probably won't be buying it at all after that point. But yeah, Diamond Day is definitely the best day to do it. I can almost guarantee. We don't know exactly what it gives, but even if it gives like 100 diamonds, it would probably be worth it. Anyways, let's get into the first fight and go over it. So, first dungeon. Dungeons, I do have to say, are pretty easy this late in the game. Let's see, what does he even do? I think he just gains a massive attack boost. That's funny. I think King Manticore is just Manticore pre-nerf. Bone Dragon is the same way. It's kind of funny. Let me see. Stun an enemy, drain their mana by 7, gain 16 attack. Yeah, this is basically pre-nerf Manticore, except it doesn't have Empowered. It's like half pre-nerf Manticore. That's funny. Anyways, let's go destroy it with standard Christine X. We're going to destroy all of them with Christine X. Oh, that reminds me. We will be making a new team later. New account later during this stream. Probably in like 2 hours from now, maybe 3. We'll go create a brand new account and go and mess with that. We probably won't be able to get too much done on it, but that is something I do want to do today, so we can start getting that rolling. Yeah, we'll be getting that started. Hello, Pandemonium, welcome. Let's see, you really hate the new smart PvP. It's too smart, from dumb to ultra hard. Skull distraction was the puzzle part of the game. I don't know, I haven't found too big of an issue, though I haven't been playing too much PvP. Though I didn't really have any issue with the Guild Wars the other day, but yeah, I will be playing a bit of PvP and kind of messing around with that a little bit today. I still haven't really messed with the gem priorities. I was waiting a little bit before I really started PvP. Like, I wasn't doing it like pretty much at all last night, other than the Guild Wars, mainly because I wanted to wait until everyone actually set their custom AI. I'm pretty sure even to this moment, a lot of people still haven't set custom AI yet. So tomorrow we'll probably get a pretty good representation of what PvP is like. I still feel like it's a bit too early. Oh no, we didn't get diamonds. Also, I've been complaining like crazy on the forum that the fact that these don't have a static diamond rate. It is so ridiculously frustrating that these do not have a static diamond rate. Hopefully on the final battle we'll get it. Let's see, what does this thing do? Deals extra damage and creates more barrier. How do you create more barrier? Let's see. Give a random ally a barrier on 4 times or 5 times matches. How is that more barrier? That's the same amount of barrier. Oh, I see. He has a higher boost ratio now. Aha. Maybe that's what it meant by that. Wow, that's actually a really large boost ratio. Whoa, he's gonna one-shot anything he touches. Luckily, he will probably not get to touch anything. But if he was, he will one-shot anything he touches with that team. You get more than 50 gems just from Tribute Daily, so it's worth... Oh yeah, of course, yeah. The 50 gem thing you should definitely be doing every single day. The $5 thing is very situational. The best day to buy the $5 thing, if you're only planning on buying it very sparsely, would be on the Diamond Day. I still don't know what the reward will be on that day, but given that diamonds are so much better than any other resource, or any of the new jewels, it's the best of all the new jewels. It's basically like what an arcane trait stone is, except it's a jewel, or you know, like how valuable it is. But yeah, they're really nice to have. We'll get to see exactly, probably in a couple days, what those actually do as far as their value. Okay, he better not get that ability. He's not gonna win even if he gets a kill, but still, I don't want him getting that kill. I don't think we've lost a single troop yet in these little battles. I really wish they would have a harder version of this for late game. When we make our new account, these are going to be like almost frustratingly hard. But on them, oh, finally we got some diamonds off that one. Nice. Now hopefully we get off the final battle. But for a late game player, these things are just like a cakewalk. Now this one deals true damage and gains more armor. Also, if I read the thing on the forum earlier, or not the forum, but the thing, it has a different flash trait too. It gains armor whenever it matches yellow gems instead of whenever it takes instead of whenever an ally casts an ability. It's weird because that's not what a normal guard's avatar does, so maybe they're going to be changing in the future, who knows. But yeah, that's not what a normal guard's avatar does. A normal guard's avatar gains 4 armor whenever he casts, or whenever an ally casts a spell. Yeah, that's a bit different. Anyways, let's go to the final dungeon and hopefully get that 20 luscious diamonds from it. So yeah, go do that. Come on. I mean, why did I say diamonds? I meant jewels. Jewels, please drop. We need you. We need your substance. Is the iOS update up? Yes, the iOS update is up. It's up for everything except the 2 console versions, are the only 2 things that do not have the patch right now. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's doing a mercy into that. That's actually a really interesting team. It's using an all divine with a mercy to feed it yellows. Where to move? Where to move? We'll go take the brown over. Didn't get the yellow. Take the blue and hope for a yellow. Oh. Okay, we'll take the yellow and not hope for a yellow because we took the yellow. And what else do we need to go do? I guess we take the blue or the red into a brown. Let's do the blue. And we don't get it, but we do have KrissTigger. And let me go take that and then go use this on yellow so he doesn't have it as an option. I believe their stats increase too. I'm not quite sure by how much their stats are actually increasing each time. Oh, never mind. Oh, they actually get upgraded to that level. I didn't even realize that. Interesting. They go up to level 40. That's a thing? Level cap increase incoming. No, just kidding. I didn't realize that they were actually leveled up to these things. Wait, I wonder if summoning in this little mini game actually allows you to summon something above level 20. I wonder if they'll ever make that a thing where you can summon above level 20. Like, maybe not raise the level cap, but make it so you can actually level that far. Come on, please give me the jewel. The jewel. The diamond, I mean. No, we didn't get it. Okay, well, we got it for at least one of them. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, let me go grab the other thing. So grab all those. Ah. But we'll go claim all these little things. And there we go. And we're one step closer to crafting everything we need. If we go into the Soulforge, if I will ever stop misclicking. If we go into the Soulforge, we now have all of the red gems we need. We now have all of the yellow gems we need. Now we just need those purples, and we're going to need a insanely gigantic amount of these things. We need 4,000 of these. We have 180. Need 4,000, have 180. Luckily, we can convert these into them. We have 3,200. I don't believe that's really that many, though. 3,200. So that would give us 30. That would give us 32 of them, technically. So, yeah, that's not going to get us far. That's not going to get us far at all. But yeah, we'll work towards it. It's not like we're going to be able to build a mythic within a week. It was never made to be something like that. It'll probably take a couple weeks to almost a month. Let's see. Hello, Jack. Welcome. How do you change the AI difficulty? AI difficulty, you go into any battle where it has difficulty assigned to it, and then you just click the difficulty slider one way or the other. Currently, I have it on Warlord 3 because we've been farming up this challenge right here with the standard Bombot team. We actually will probably farm, we need about 400 something more kills right now, and that will give us a maxed out, what's it called, a maxed out Soulforge. And I think we're going to try focusing on that right now. It would take us under an hour to finish it out, and we are very, very close to finally getting the thing upgraded for free. Normally, if you were to have spent gems on it, which I highly advise not doing, it would cost you 1,350 gems if I did the math right. And you can do that in about 3 to 5 hours by doing something similar to this. It doesn't take that long at all to do, and I definitely advise not spending gems on it. It's a complete waste. Not to mention, even once you get to the higher levels of crafting, there's nothing you can do with it. No one has enough jewels at the moment to do anything with the higher level of crafting. It's just not possible. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. We'll be messing around with quite a few things today. Probably mess around with a couple of the troop balance and stuff like that. Nothing was really balanced to be too good. We might do like an Emperina team or something. It's not going to make too big a difference with 1 mana cost, but under some circumstances it will start getting used a bit more. Level 10 you can make Mythic, well yeah, we can make his Mythic Anthenios or whatever his name is, but no one has all the parts to him. No one's even remotely close. Right now, as far as we are, is about as tied as about as close as you can possibly be. Did we get any significant troop buffs or nerfs this patch? I went over all of them in the video earlier. The most noteworthy one is Emperina got buffed very slightly, has 1 lower mana cost. All dwarves now have Fortitude, which is basically a mini Impervious. All undead now have a even minier version of Impervious, which is just immune to Deathmark, immune to poison, and immune to disease. And no, most of the things were really small tweaks. None of them were really nerfs, though indirectly, Crimson Bat, Death, and White did get nerfed very, very slightly, mainly because their new undead trait is actually negative towards them, because they lost a beneficial aspect of them. Death lost its ability to do 2 times on skull damage. Crimson Bat lost its 25% chance that it would be able to do 2 times damage on skulls from the very first turn. And White lost its extra magic, which is which it uses for life gain, true damage, and for additional souls. So those 3 got nerfed. Everything else basically got buffed, and those weren't technically nerfed; they were just indirectly nerfed. Hello, Tejak. Welcome. Hello, Straw, and welcome as well. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think we have like 400 kills more we need to do, and then we're fully maxed out. And each battle we do is technically worth like 3 gems, so it is definitely worth not spending it. Later today, I'll probably be doing a video as far as what you should be crafting, because after this, of course, we will have the entirety of the crafting system unlocked. I already pretty much know what you should be crafting, but we'll unlock it and be able to see it all, so I can actually show the exact visuals. So I can like point to Extinos and say, hey, here is something that late game people should be crafting. And then actually something that's pretty funny that I think the devs, I don't know if the devs did it as a direct taunt or if they just unintentionally had it up, but it's kind of funny. Farish Ra is actually craftable this week. He's craftable right now. The problem with that is no one in the game is going to be able to craft him this week. So even though he's available to craft, not a single person, it's impossible. It's literally impossible for anyone to craft him this week. No one is going to have 4,000 jewels by this Monday. Even if you bought every single pack until Monday, no one's gonna have it. So they added that, but there's no way to utilize it. Hello, Yurzek DJ, welcome. Hello, Mitter, I have no clue how to say that. Mitternach Film, welcome. In patch 3.1, the troop changes were listed this time, but where are they when there's not a extra patch coming? Not quite sure what you mean by that. In patch 3.1, the troop changes were listed this time, but where are they when there's not a extra patch coming? Do you mean like when it changes on like a Monday? Generally, whenever it changes on a Monday from like a smaller event, you know, the ones that run every single week, those are generally posted on a couple things. It's posted on their social media. It's posted on the forum, the main Gems of War forum. It's also posted on technically my channel because we go over every single Monday what has changed with it. And if there's any troop changes, I generally include it. Sometimes I'll do it as its own video if it's extremely major. Yeah, those are pretty much all the locations where it's at. How many would still need? Probably a lot. I just keep looking at it. It's like, me looking at it, it's like going to make it increase or something. But yeah, we're 404 away. We still have quite a few to go through. That's for sure. You're really sick of YouTube not giving you notifications when something goes up? Yeah, it is a little bit annoying. I'll try, something I really should be doing a little bit more often is posting my streams ahead of time. Because there's I don't know how well the alarm button works, but there is an alarm button that you can set to a stream that will then send you a direct notification when the stream is up. But if I post a stream a little late, like this one I posted like 30 minutes before we started, you wouldn't exactly have time to be able to do it. But yeah, YouTube's a little bit weird with its notifications. Some videos it'll show you within like seconds, other ones it'll show you like 5, 10, 15 minutes later. Because we have been streaming for 22 minutes now. So that's a really late notification if it just send it to you now. Okay, we have exactly 400 more kills to do until we have maxed out the Soulforge. And then we don't have to do any more of this grinding for the foreseeable future. It will be a very long time before we have to grind like this again. Because I don't ever need to grind like this for trait stones. The only time I might need to do this is if we need a level for whatever reason. Or if a new hero class gets released. I believe there's still a few hero classes that they have assets for that they haven't released. Like one is a Dragon's Claw one, which is going to be a dragon class, which is going to be amazing because of the synergy. And I think there's a few other. I think there's about 3 classes right now that they kind of have created but haven't actually launched yet. That's probably the next time we'll have to go and grind like this or do something similar. But once we do this, we won't have to do this for a very long time. Between the new crafting system, being able to convert the trait stones and everything else, it's we're almost done ever having to do this again. Just kind of like a little grind in order to get our resources, or at least on my account, this account. Of course, on my other account and a few other instances, we'll still have to do it. But as far as this account is concerned, we'll pretty much be done with it. You never get a notification for today. Was just watching your 3.1 changes video and saw that you were live. Yeah, that is one thing that's pretty nice about it too. Whenever I go live, it shows in the corner on all my streams that I am live. It's kind of cool. There doesn't appear to be a way to disable that though. Not that I want it disabled, but if I ever did for whatever reason, I have seen nowheres where I can actually disable that. It just automatically happens, which is nice. But if someone wanted it disabled, they don't think they have a way of doing that, unless they just haven't noticed it. The interface of YouTube, as far as like the background of it, when you actually do go into all of it, is really, really strange. If there is anything they need to organize, that would definitely be one of the things they need to organize. And actually updates, not the weird visual update that they made recently. I still hate that change that just happened to YouTube. They've been doing a lot of updates, actually probably like one every like month or two. Just not a lot of them aren't that noticeable. The one that most recently occurred is pretty noticeable though. Definitely don't care for it. It was mainly just visual changes, but still. They're bad visual changes. Or at least I think so. We'll go through that then. Get a bombard on them. Go from there. Uninstall and reinstall the iOS does the trick. Oh, does that work? Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that they haven't been getting the patch on mobile. I know for Steam the fix was just to end a task of of steam and then just restart it, and that fixed it perfectly. Why do you challenge versus explore? Don't you lose some gold souls per battle? Yes and no. We're losing gold and souls, but we're gaining more EXP. Also, the problem with explore is it can give you a chance of, for one, they might survive the Bombot cast, but even assuming they don't survive the Bombot cast, there are occasionally troops with a 25% chance that they will revive on death or create something on death. And it's just a lot more consistent to repeat a challenge that you can one-shot every time, while also ensuring that there's nothing with revive every single time. And this is just one of the easiest places to do it too. Oops, he just damaged me. Yet that was still enough damage. But, yeah. It's mainly just for the more EXP and the consistency, because there's nothing that can go wrong on these battles other than Ranger doing exactly what he just did, but luckily he didn't do enough damage. But yeah, very, very little can possibly go wrong. Not to mention, 2 of those troops have first slot hits, but they can't even hit the Bombot if they wanted to. Revive gives you more kills. Yeah, it would give you more kills, but it would be a weird number. And I don't like weird numbers. It would go quicker just killing them out quickly. Oh, someone was suggesting that earlier. I believe it would be slower, not quicker, though. Someone was saying to do it in one of the challenges where it, like, revives 2 or 3 times in Groshnok. I feel like that would take more time, not less, though. I haven't actually tested it, though. But I'm already so used to just doing this challenge that we might as well just finish it out this way. We don't have that many more to have to do. We're at like 350 more kills or something. And each of these battles is worth about 3 gems, which is amazing. Also, we'll be giving out 2 redeem codes today. I will be streaming for a little bit shorter than what I normally do. Mainly because there are some videos I still want to be working towards. Plus, I need to get to bed early to be able to do the... I haven't gotten much sleep today, and I need to wake up really early for the new Mythic, because of course we're getting a new Mythic tomorrow. So yeah, that's another reason to save your gems too. Don't spend them on the crafting system. You need them for the new Mythic coming out tomorrow. So yeah, that's the thing. It's for Forest of Thorns. Will it be viable? No. But for the completionists out there, particularly people that want that extra attack off of Forest of Thorns, you will want to get the new Mythic, of course. Also, another reason why I need to try getting this Mythic, well, for one, the video, but I also need to try getting Autumn Imp. I do not have 2 more copies of Autumn Imp, and I do not want to have to craft them. I will if I have to, though. I'm not quite sure if they'll even come up as craftable, but I do need 2 more copies of it. It's the only Imp I don't have maxed out. The problem with it is it only runs from August and September, and it's halfway through that time. And there's not going to be another Mythic coming in that time. Though there is going to be another Kingdom coming out in that time. So maybe if I don't get it from this Mythic, I might be able to get it when the new Kingdom comes out. But yeah, I still need that. If I go under, let's see. If I go under Rarity and do it this way, we have, I think, 24 troops that we don't have maxed out. And I believe it's the only legend other than, or base legend, other than Highforge that I don't have maxed out. Because all these are just recent event troops that are a waste of resources to max out. All of these are just Guild War troops will be maxed out in the very, very soon future. Also, Troglodyte, you're like 8 copies away. Or 9 copies, actually. And yeah, the only 2 that are really hard to do, that I haven't gotten yet, are Autumn Imp and Highforge. Highforge I only have 1 copy of. I don't even know if he's in the drop pool at the moment. I believe he is. I cannot confirm that, though. Autumn Imp definitely is, and I need to get him before the end of September while he's still in the drop pool. I remember when Autumn Imp only costs 300 glory. Actually, I think it was only 180. Oh, I can't believe how good of a value something was in the past. I want to show something real quick. I wish I had a screenshot of it. I don't think I do. If I need to go through all my screenshots later and see if I can find it. This weapon over here, it's pretty funny how cheap this weapon used to be and how much it is now. This weapon right here, for anyone playing 1.5 years ago, cost about 180 glory. If you didn't get it about 1.5 years ago, it now costs 3 Celestial Trait Stones, 300 Sapphires, 300 Amethysts, 50 Gems, and 100,000 Souls. Yeah, that's quite insane. Relative to what it used to cost. I need to find a screenshot of it later just for the memes and post it to the forum. I'm pretty sure a screenshot of it exists somewhere, even if I don't have it. I would need to scrub through the forums, maybe even the older forums. I don't even know if the newer forums would have it. The problem is I think the older forums are actually offline nowadays. That's the only problem. They were online for a little bit, but I think at this point they closed off the servers to the old forum, I would assume. Let's go throw that down. What would you remind to craft first? Ferrous Raw or Mythic Xenos? Oh, definitely Ferrous Raw. Unless you have literally everything in the game, there's no point in crafting Xenos. I forget what he does. We'll find out in a moment. I'm not gonna bother rechecking the forum. We might as well just wait till we get to a little bit more. I forget exactly what the Xenos does, but I don't believe it's anything over the top. We're better off just sticking with, most people are better off just getting Ferrous Raw. Not to mention, Xenos is about 2 times more expensive than any other Mythic in the game. It's actually the most expensive Mythic in the game right now. The main reason for this is how the crafting system is, mainly because he requires you to have multiple different items before you can craft them, whereas every other Mythic, including Ferrous Raw, the only thing you require is the jewels, 10 celestial trait stones, and I believe 5,000 gems? 5,000 souls? I forget the soul value that you need. But it's something that isn't too ridiculously high. Oh, he wasn't in the troop list earlier. I guess we could look at him that way. Earlier when I was looking for him last night, he wasn't in the pool. But they might have fixed the bug where he wasn't in the pool earlier. Because obviously no one was able to craft him yet, so that didn't really matter. But I believe they have fixed it now. Or assuming that you can see it, it's been fixed. Let me go double check. If we go over to Apocalypse and click Show All. There we go. Yep, yeah, he's there now. There he is. Yeah, we were able to see him earlier. So he has Indigestible, which is immune to Devour. That's nice. He has, of course, the new Undying. Literally every undead in the game has that now, from what I'm aware of. And then all undead gain 4 life and 4 magic when an enemy dies. That has potential. That has a lot of potential. Xenos. And steal 7 life, so that means true damage plus he gains a life. And half the magic. Ooh, interesting. And this is steal, I believe, still. I believe that's the word steal applies to both the life and the magic, which is actually really decent. If the enemy dies, summon 1 to 3 random undead. Okay, I lied. This guy's actually pretty decent. That's actually pretty decent. Though that's a pretty high mana cost for what it does. It's a nice ability, but a 24 mana cost seems a bit steep. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets reduced to about 22 or 21. I don't know, 24 just seems a bit too high. But of course, this is with no magic. With a bunch of magic, that might actually be a much better value. That's only with him with 1 magic. So after we go and get him and everything, he'll probably look a lot nicer. But yeah, he has potential. We'll be using him as soon as we possibly can. We won't have this guy for like a month though. I'll have all of his weapons probably in about 2 weeks from now. But I won't be able to craft him himself probably in about 3 to 4 weeks. But as soon as we can, we will do video going over him. Once we get him, we'll probably be like one of the first 100 people to even get him. I'm not going to be buying literally every single one of the daily things. I'm buying them initially because I'm going for the colors I actually need. But I'm not going to be one of those people that buys this literally every single day. I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, what if I could, but I can't. We're mainly going to be buying it the first red day, which we already did. The first yellow day, which we already did. The first 2 purple days, which we haven't had a single one yet. And probably every diamond day for the first month. And then I'm probably never buying it again. But at that point, that will give us everything we need for the new Mythic. Which would have cost us basically $20. Wait, 20. No, never mind. It would have cost us $50. It would have cost us $50 then in order to get the new Mythic. Slightly quicker. That's one expensive video to have to do. Wow. But yeah, we will be doing it. Might as well. Anyways, how many more kills do we need right now? Soulforge. We need 324. more. Well, continue we go. We're almost there. Should be able to get it by maybe not the end of the hour. Ideally, we will. Actually, by the end of the hour, we'll have a redeem code to go do that. Ideally, we'll also have the Soulforge by then as well. How many months do you estimate to have enough resources to craft a Mythic? 1 month. As far as with not buying any extra resources, it's hard to tell because we still don't know how many we get from guild tasks. Once we know how many we can get from guild tasks, we can gauge that a little bit better. I also don't know how many you get from Diamond Day. I'm just calling it Diamond Day. I don't know if it has a proper name. I will be calling it Diamond Day. It's the day that you actually get more diamonds than any other day. Because there's 6 colors, obviously, and then there's the one for diamonds. And the one for diamonds, we still don't know like what kind of rate it gives. AI is still a little bit buggy. Sometimes it doesn't take 4 times skulls. That's normal. That's how the console AI works. Why it doesn't automatically take 4 times skulls, I do not know. It likes to really prioritize casting instead of skulls, which makes drain spam even more valuable than it's already been. It feels like everything just keeps buffing in the direction of drain spam. I really wish an answer to that will be coming really soon. Oh yeah, of course. For crafting, you should go Ferrous Raw first. Ferrous Raw is still #1 priority. Ferrous Raw and Dragon Soul are the 2 highest priorities for crafting. Nothing has a higher priority than those 2. They will always be the highest priority. Unless another new troop that comes in that's ridiculously good at farming enters the game, or one of those 2 get drastically nerfed. Until then, those 2 are always going to be the best 2 things to craft first. Can you convert Celestial Trait Stones? Yes. Celestial Trait Stones can be converted downwards into Arcane Trait Stones. Yeah, if you go under Soulforge. I believe you need level... let's see. You need level... Where's Arcanes? Where's Arcanes? There it is. Runics and Arcanes. You need level 5 Soulforge, which is pretty easy to get. But with level 5 Soulforge, you can go into Trait Stones and then convert Celestial Trait Stones downwards. Also, that is a complete waste to try making a Celestial Trait Stone. Wow. That is extremely expensive. But as far as making Arcanes, they require 2 Celestials, 400 Souls, and 6 Runics. These are also relatively expensive, but they're mainly for getting Arcane Trait Stones in a pinch. So if you, for example, needed a very small amount of this Trait Stone, you could go and get like 3 of them, and it would take a matter of seconds, which is nice. But as far as like if you wanted to upgrade a legendary, you would not bother crafting all of them at once. That would be a complete waste of your resources. You would mainly only do it if you need a few, to just save yourself some time. But you would never bother doing something like this, like trying to create 16 at once and try to get yourself a Mythic upgraded. This would be a way too big of a waste. Well, in some instances, this might be worth it for some people, but a good majority of the time, you're only going to be using this if you need a really small amount to close the gap, because anything that starts going too high of a number is a bit of a waste. Plus, you do have to keep in mind, runics are pretty valuable as well. So you might end up eventually running out of runics too if you keep doing that. Also, Celestial Trait Stones have a lot more purposes now. They're used for crafting legends, mythics, and arcane trait stones. I believe those are the only 3 things they're currently used for. But the main 2 things you'll probably be using them for are legends and mythics. Because for the most part, every single shard you ever get will be converted into jewels. Into diamonds. Because diamonds are used for crafting legends and mythics, and are by far the most valuable jewel out of all of them. That's why they're the biggest. But they are definitely very, very, very valuable. That is for sure. How hard is it going to be to craft Kraken? I think it will take about 2 weeks to craft a legendary, approximately. We still don't know the exact amount that legendary tasks give, but I would say approximately 2 weeks or so. After 2 days, I have 1/4 of a legend. So, yeah, about 2 weeks seems about right. And that's not even counting whatever we get from guild tasks and stuff, because now you get them in guild tasks as well. Is Smart Famine actually that good? Generally, Smart Famine automatically casts anyways, unless there was a Skull Distract. Best soul farming team? Currently, the best soul farming team is Triple Ferrous Raw with a Valkyrie. Obviously, if you can't afford that, which most people can't, the team is triple Warlock with a Valkyrie. Same premise, different team. It gives slightly, or actually quite a bit less souls. It gives about a third of the souls, but it is way more obtainable than what you would normally do. Essentially, what you do with that team is you go Warlock, Warlock, Valkyrie, Warlock with the +2 red, +1 yellow, -1 brown banner in order to rush the Valkyrie. You go to the first challenge in the Veniant Fields on the easiest possible difficulty, then you one-shot all of them. If you do not have enough damage to one-shot with your Warlocks, you need to get more magic, either by upgrading them more or by getting more magic kingdoms. But in order for it to do over 20,000 souls per hour, actually about, it ranges a little bit, but it does about 20,000 souls per hour, anywhere from about 15,000 to about 22,000 or so. It depends what your bonuses are, but yeah, it can do about 20,000 per hour just by doing that, if and only if they can one-shot. If they can't one-shot, then you're better off just using a Dragon Soul if you happen to have it within the context of PvP, and if you don't have that, try getting some of the better ones. Because triple Warlock Valkyrie is pretty cheap. The hardest part about that is getting the magic. He already gets some magic off his ability. He starts with 3 additional magic, because he gains 1 magic for every blue on the team. And of course you'll have 3 blues if you're using triple of him, which you would be. You get 3 necromancy, you get all that. What's the next event? Next event is a orc event. It's going to be a week that we have to spend event keys. It's going to be the new event for the orcs in Zhejian. It's going to be bringing an epic and a legendary. It's an epic blue-purple and a legendary. Both of them orcs, I believe, for the new Zhejian kingdom. They will both probably be pretty decent. Particularly the legendary. I believe it hits all enemies, gains an extra turn, and does something else. It's going to be pretty nice. So definitely some good value there. It'll be pretty versatile, not only in Goblin teams, but also just with Explosion teams for excess mana accumulation, just to keep throwing down extra turn damage. It's also going to be really good under control of the new AI, because the new AI loves to cast stuff. And since it has an extra turn, it'll be able to utilize that pretty well. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a nice new defend meta, maybe. Maybe not nice, but at least it's Queen Mab counterable. So if it starts getting used a lot, you can just start using Queen Mab again. Currently, Queen Mab isn't really used too much in the meta, but with how the new AI is, plus the 2 new troops coming in next week, it might start making a bit of a comeback. Also, Queen Mab's good in defend now, too. Even more so than she was before. Not to mention, all the troops that are getting Fortitude and those other immunities, they don't actually have immune to freeze. It's one of the few things that Fortitude does not have immune to. I think there's about 5 different things, and freeze is one of them. Also, we're getting a new Mythic tomorrow. Are you able to craft Guild Guardians and Guild War troops? No. Neither of those 2 are craftable. Those will eventually be within seal chests, though. Guild seals. They were supposed to add it around the time of this patch. I'm not quite sure if they're still going to be adding or what they're doing with that. But they said about 4 months ago that in about 2 to 3 months, which obviously is further around than that. They said 2 to 3 months, 4 months ago. So a little late. But they did say that they're eventually going to be adding the Guild War troops, the ones that you get from the specific kingdoms, you know, like Penguin and the ones like that, and like Troglodyte, those ones. They said that they were eventually going to add those to guild chests, but they haven't yet. They have not done that yet. Also, by the time they do, I think I'll have them all at Mythic, which will defeat the purpose of me actually saving them. I have been saving them. I have 176 and 38,709. I almost have 40,000. Next week, we'll actually reach 40,000 seals. We'll have a whole guild's worth of seals on one person. I'm not even sure if anyone has even bothered to hit 40,000 seals yet on an account. Very few people, I think, have really bothered with it. And the ones that did basically probably started saving their seals the second the devs said, like pretty much what I did, the second that the devs said that there's eventually going to be a different drop table for the guild seals. Oops, I did not mean to click escape. But let's go throw that down and double check after this battle how many more kills we need. We better be more than halfway there. We're so close. Gotta get it there. The only problem is once we actually get there, there's nothing we can actually do other than stare at the stuff that we can't craft. It's so taunting. You can craft Dragon Soul and Ferrous Raw this week, but no one is going to be able to afford it. Let's see. Oh, we're not even halfway there. But yeah, if we go under troops right now, Dragon Soul will just stare us right in the eye. Look at how tempting that is. It's so tempting. if I was actually on a new account. Obviously on this account I have no need for another Dragon Soul. But Ferrous Raw is also craftable this week. And we can't do that either. Yeah, Dragon Soul. No good. Except there's no way we could possibly afford it by the end of the week. Same as Ferrous Raw. There isn't the slightest of chances that we'd be able to do that. Not even remotely close. We'd at most only be able to get another... We'd have about 360 by Sunday. That is not even enough to make half a legend. But luckily, or hopefully the guild tasks will give a fair amount that we'll be able to put into them. What was my first mythic? My first mythic was the first mythic that was ever released, because at the time I was able to easily afford it. And of course, every mythic that ever came out, I was able to easily afford. So War was my first mythic, because War was the first mythic ever added to the game. What's kind of funny is on my first Let's Play account, my second account, or I'll just call it first Let's Play account, we ended up getting War as our first mythic as well. And on our second account, I believe it was Elamagrim that we got as our first mythic. And as far as my next account I'll be creating, I have not the slightest clue what our first mythic will be. If I could have the chance of making any mythic on my first account, not counting Ferrous Raw, it would probably be... That's actually a hard choice these days. I don't even know what that would be. There's so many different situations, because I have to keep in mind too that it has to be good in early game as well. Oh no, that's just a really hard choice these days. I'm leaning almost towards Guard's Avatar, but Guard's Avatar can actually be quite lackluster early on in the game, mainly because you can't fully trade him. You wouldn't be able to afford that, and you also wouldn't be able to what was the other part of that? Oh, you wouldn't have any armor to be able to utilize them with. Also, hello, Corin. I forgot if I said hello already. Let's see. What kingdom and what challenge? Wait, not so fast, Tacet. What kingdom and what challenge? I'm not quite sure what you're asking with that. Let's see. Oh, Divinian Fields first challenge is where you do basically every form of farming in this game. The reason this is so is because it's the weakest durability of any kingdom in the, or any ability, or any battle in the entire game. If you wanted to find the absolute weakest one, don't look any further than the first challenge in the Divinian Fields. There isn't a single one weaker than that. I'm actually really surprised they haven't nerfed it. I brought it to their attention, and they were like, oh, no, we're actually perfectly fine with this. I brought it to their attention about almost a year ago, and they were like, nope, this is fine. So yeah, they actually don't care. They actually even went through and buffed up a good majority of the challenges, but for some reason they left this one untouched and didn't end up buffing it. And because they didn't buff it, now everyone does this. Even if they were to rework it, there's a couple other challenges you can do as well that does a similar effect to what we're doing right now. It's just out of all of them, this is the absolute easiest. So this is the one I normally just bother with. It's also why I have so many yellow-purple arcanes. It's because of this. Because I've done a lot of level farming and stuff in this kingdom. A lot of level farming. That is for sure. Let's see. 122,500 gold. Need to full grade any kingdoms. Yes, that is the amount you need to upgrade any kingdom. Thank you for the exact amount. I normally forget what it is off the top of my head. How do you get the new big gem? Oh, the new big gem are called diamonds. You obtain them by guild tasks. They're now in guild tasks. You also obtain them from, I believe legendary tasks have a few, but a good majority of the ones you'll be getting come from the dungeoning system. There's a % chance that you'll get them every single battle. You can also get some guaranteed ones through the gem bounty, which only costs 50 gems, and you can do that every single day. There's also this daily deal, which does cost $5, but that also gives you a decent amount of them. There's also a diamond day that gives even more diamonds than the normal amount of diamonds. Not quite sure what day we're going to be getting that on. Maybe Sunday or something. Not quite sure. But that would also give quite a bit of diamonds. But I believe guild tasks and dungeoning is basically the two biggest ways that you'll accumulate a good majority of those diamonds. Yeah, they're pretty scarce at the moment. Mainly because jewels are made to be something that you kind of get very slowly over time. And of course, since everyone's so hyped right now, it feels like it's taken forever because Of course, they obviously can't allow you to make a mythic like instantly. They have to put some kind of time restraint to it. And from what I can tell, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to make a mythic. We'll have to see specifically off the tasks and their values, but 3 to 4 weeks is approximately how long it would take, assuming you're in an okay guild that does most or all of the tasks every week. Can I please explain patterns, how to get them, and can only craft certain troops each week? Yes, you can only craft certain troops each week, and you unlock them from, you unlock the ability to craft certain sections of patterns by having the level for it. And once you get the level for it, you permanently have this. So once we reach level 10, we have level 10 for forever. You don't have to keep it constantly level it every week or anything like that. That would be a little bit annoying if you had to do that. But yeah, once you get it to level 10, it's permanently level 10 forever. But yeah, as far as these patterns, these patterns unlock as you get levels. Same as the trait stone patterns, they unlock just as you get levels. Troops unlock based on levels, but they also, as far as the legends and mythics available for you to craft, they change by the week. Obviously, we don't have any mythics yet because we don't have level 10. But the ones that are craftable here, these will change every week. So next week, you will not be able to craft these 4. There'll be a completely different 4 legends here. And same as whatever mythics are currently craftable. I believe it's Fair Shra and something else are craftable this week. Next week will be 2 mythics or 3, however many it shows, that are completely different than whatever is showing right now. One thing that is consistent, though, is the new mythic called Exthanos is always craftable. Also, all the weapons, from what I am aware of, are also always craftable. Though a good majority of these, other than the legendary weapons and the mythic weapons, aren't going to be worth crafting, though. Actually, I'm kind of curious what the mythic weapon is. I believe there's one of them. I saw it earlier. Also, there's no need to ever do this. This is a complete waste. Never, ever, 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 ever convert your diamonds into souls. That is such a horrifically bad value. That is insane how horrifically bad that value is. I don't know why anyone in their right mind would ever even think about attempting to do that. You can get that amount of souls in like 1 minute. That amount of jewels takes you like 1 day. 6 dungeon battles and 0 diamonds to show for it. I know, I was complaining on that on the forum. Help me with my fight. Help me with the fight to get the % chance on diamonds to go away. I think I actually have like 20 likes on the post. Let me go get my exact post. But yeah, they totally need to fix that. I called that like yesterday. Like after like an hour or 2 after the patch, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Let me go see if I can get the exact post. But yeah, I already complained about it like crazy on the forums. Let me see if I can get the post for it. Let's see. So many posts. Why is so many people posting all the things? If I can get to it real quick. Somewhere buried in all this mess is my post. And there's a bunch of conversation below it as well going over it. Here it is. I believe this is the correct post. Copy, paste it. And is that it? I think so. No, run post off. 43. That should be the right post. Let me go get that one. Copy. Make sure that's the right post. And yeah, this post. And the conversation that happened after it. I'm 1 step ahead of you. I saw that coming. It hasn't happened to me. I actually gotten the average so far, which is 20 per day, which I'm kind of grateful for. But it's going to happen. There's going to be someone that gets like 0 diamonds in an entire week. Or something really close to it. Hello, Simon. Welcome. Yeah, they definitely need to change it. My suggestion was 5-5-10 because that would be the exact same rate, just without the RNG. But yeah, they definitely need to change it. I tried. I said everything I could. Not sure if they'll be changing anytime soon, though. I really wish they would. Like, next Monday, just change it. But I don't think they will be until next patch at the earliest, if they even bother changing it at all. They really need to, though. There's no reason for them not to. They can't make something that's completely random. I mean, they can't make something that has a limited time per day completely random. It's perfectly fine if they do it to something that you could do as many times as you want. But if they do it on something that you get an X amount of times that you can do it every single day, that doesn't work. Are we safe to disenchant now? I never want to say yes to that, though at this point, it's about as safe to say yes as I ever can. I'm hoping that they eventually add slight amount of shards to disenchanting. Maybe that will become a thing. Unless you desperately need the souls, I would not really suggest it. You never know. At any point, they might eventually do something to disenchanting that would make it better value, so you never know. But, yeah, now's about the safest time, really. Personally, I will not be disenchanting. I'm actually probably never clicking the disenchanting button. Even if they buff disenchanting, I probably still will not click the disenchanting button. Only because I want this number to be very high. Where'd it go? Click on our profile, wherever we can. I want that number to be very high. I eventually want to get this to 1 million. That'll take a very long time. But, yeah, I'm probably never going to disenchant them. But that's just my personal preference. At this point, if you do have 4 copies of a Mythic of a troop, I would say it's okay to disenchant it now. There is still the slight chance that they might do something to it in the future, but now that we saw that they didn't change it at all after adding the crafting system, it's a pretty good bet to say that they probably aren't going to do anything to it. Of course, there's no guarantee that they won't, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I'd say only do it if you're desperate for souls. In any other instance, don't even bother, because you never know, they might buff it in the future. It really comes down to personal preference, I would say. You're on console. Would you recommend your guild to do guild tasks on day 1 next week, like usual, or wait a day for patch before donating the gold? I won't actually know that until Monday, the answer to that question. Because they rebalance all the rewards for guild tasks. So I don't know if it's better value waiting or doing it now. I have to say, if I had to say off the top of my head, I think it is better to wait to do your guild tasks. Like, tell your entire guild, do not donate on day 1, and then just wait. Oops, that went the complete wrong direction. But, yeah, I'd say wait. Because diamonds, regardless of how bad they made guild tasks, they give diamonds now, which are the most valuable resource pretty much in this game at this current moment in time. Just because everyone needs them to be able to craft all the new, or any mythic that they want, any legend that they want. So yeah, I'd say wait. Yeah, console's getting on September 5th for any of you that don't already know. September 5th was the day they said. I forget what time, but September 5th is the day. It might actually be September 4th, very late on September 4th for some people. Because I believe they gave the time in Australia time. And because of that, that probably means September 4th, very late at night. What do I think about Wisp? It is very, very, very strong. Isn't it weird that they make such powerful cards that are better than many mythics? Yeah, it is kind of funny. The main thing that kind of makes this happen is the whole mana kind of difference between troops. Don't know what the word I was looking for there. That moment when you're thinking of a word but couldn't put it together. But yeah, now I lost my track of thought. But yeah, as far as Wisp and many other troops like that, the main reason why they seem like they're better than some mythics is mainly because every mythic in the game has a ridiculously high mana cost. And something that is really strong right now is mana drain. And every single mythic in the entire game, doesn't matter which one it is ridiculously bad against mana drain spam. It's just how it is because they have such a high mana cost. Troops that have a lower mana cost are just better against mana drain. And since there's no direct counter to mana drain right now, it runs rampant everywhere. Because it forces people to have to use lower rarity. Of course, there's plenty good lower rarity teams. But in a meta right now that's oriented against, or that's oriented completely around the concept of casting right now, it's just making mana drain so heavy. What is the resource needed to make a legendary troop? The main contributor to making legends and mythics are diamonds. Diamonds are obtained by doing the new dungeoning system, is where you obtain most of them. You also obtain them from guild tasks now. And that's it. Those are only 2 locations where you gain diamonds. They are pretty scarce at the current moment in time. No one really has a lot of them because it's impossible to have a lot of them. But over time, they will build up. And probably in a couple months from now, people will start actually having a reserve of jewels. Of course, since all this content just came out recently, no one really has that many of anything. Why don't they nerf the mana drain cards? There was plans on them eventually adding a mana drain. I think they scrapped it for whatever reason. I mean, a mana drain immunity. They were originally thinking about adding it to mana shield, giving mana shield the ability to protect against mana drain, but for some reason they didn't implement it. Something needs to happen to counter out drain. They can't leave it like how it is right now forever. And they can't just nerf every single card that has mana drain, because that would make, that'd just be a really weird thing. It would make mana drain useless if they did that, which is not the concept that they should go for. They just need to add actual counters to it. Mana drain as far as its actual cost. Every single troop, as far as their mana cost that has mana drain right now, I think is actually pretty balanced. It's just the problem is there's no direct counter to it other than mana draining it before it mana drains you. There needs to be, at least at minimum, an immunity to mana drain in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's only on like 5% of troops, that would still be enough to counter it out sufficiently. Is the update live on mobile? Yes, the update is live on mobile. PC and mobile. All versions of mobile and the Steam version all have it right now. Console is getting it on September 5th. Okay, how many more kills we need? We should almost be there. Come on, Soulforge, go quicker. We need, what, 172 more kills to completely get it without spending a single gem. Also, for any of you that don't know yet, definitely do not spend gems on that. It is a complete waste. You're better off getting the kills. Also, new Mythic is coming tomorrow, so that's another reason not to spend it, because you'll be needing those gems for the new Mythic tomorrow. Or at least to attempt for it. It could have been like, actually, the amount of gems that it would take, I think you can buy 150 gem keys for the amount of resources that it would take to max out the Soulforge. Do you have to manually update? You don't currently have it. I think so. A lot of people have been mentioning they've been having a bit of an issue with that on mobile. Not quite sure what's up with that. Hello, Holog. Welcome. You just went offline? Oh, did you? I saw you saying something in chat. I wasn't actually paying attention, though. Also, I made the chat so ridiculously big. I didn't even realize until I just did the video earlier that you can actually resize chat and everything now, which is something that we have been requesting since it came out. Oops, I'm in the wrong chat. I'm like looking at this and it's like, okay, wrong chat. Oh, there you are. You said something. But wait, did my chat get frozen again? It happened to me earlier. I don't know why I was doing that. Chat ended up getting frozen because we've been on for a while now. Chat shouldn't have got that little bit of chatter. Let me see. If I say hello, everyone, will anyone reply back? That's the easiest way to see if chat's broken. If we don't get a reply within 1 minute, chat is broken. That's not the first time that has happened to me either. I don't know why. Ever since this new patch, chat has been freezing on me where it just kind of stops. Re-entering the channel makes it work again. But, that's a little bit weird. But if anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over, let me know. Right now, I'm just farming up Soulforge, the last little bit that we need until we get the final level on it. And then we can go see Extinos, though we kind of already saw him earlier. I want to craft him so badly. He's the only troop we do not have. Actually, no one has him. No one has him, so I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. But I do want to focus on crafting him as hard as we possibly can, so that we can show him for a video. It's going to be like 3 weeks before I can craft him, though. I'll be able to do a video for all of his weapons in about 2 weeks, though. On the second purple day that we get, I'll be able to show all the weapons. So whenever we can get 2 purple days to occur, hopefully they happen very soon. Maybe like tomorrow plus like a few days after. Maybe we can get lucky on them. Anyone know what Arcane's Extinos will need? That I do not know. I believe it might stay on Ash Tender. I can go double check. Let me go check Ash Tender real quick. She might have posted it there. Extinos. Let's see. Let's go under troops. Troops as a table. How on earth do you spell his name? Let me see. Filter, show all, apocalypse, XATH, XA, oops, is that not an X? I just typed in Z. Nope, he is not on Ash Tender at the moment, so we have no way of knowing what trait stones he uses. So, yeah, I won't know. We'll know in a couple weeks once we get him. But, yeah, no one has him yet. It'll be... I think the earliest you can possibly even get him if you were to buy the thing every day, which I won't be doing, is 2 weeks from now. It'll take us about 3 weeks from now to get him, though. Because I'm not going to be buying it every single day. I'm going to be buying it on the better days. I'm going to be needing the initial resources, but definitely not doing it literally every day. There's no need to. Good morning, Paul. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is ODX listening and watching from work. Nice. Why, did you have to disguise your account or something? Or is that your work account, I guess? Because I believe if you're logged in on Google, you're automatically logged in on YouTube with your thing. You're trolling you in global chat, are you? Is global chat actually working? Let me see. Oh no, it's working. There it is. Okay, chat wasn't frozen. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, how do you do that? What? How on earth do you do that? Have you been impersonating me in chat? You'd actually be the first person to do that. I don't think many people have bothered. That's funny. How on earth do you do that? Can I show how to upgrade troops from the new screen, please? What do you mean? Troops? Click on them. Crafting. Level up. Done. Not quite sure what you're asking with that. Can you show how to upgrade troops from the new screen? But that's how you level up troops. If you're referring to the Soulforge, you complete out Blighted Lands. This unlocks Soulforge. You then click either here or into the mini games and go to Soulforge, and you level up this by getting kills. And this will eventually allow you to craft legends and mythics at the higher levels. There's also this other little thing that it lets you to craft, though they're kind of useless for the most part. Mainly because there's much better things to be using these for initially. But maybe later on people will start throwing these things. But what these things do, these little 6 ones that are here, essentially from how I understand, I've never actually bothered opening one yet, but from my understanding what occurs is they're basically gem keys for a specific color. So you open this and it will give you an ultra rare or higher that is red. You open this and ultra rare or higher that's yellow, blue, green, purple, orange. I mean brown. Well, it's orange colored. But yeah, it does one based on its thing. So that's what it does. Not quite sure what the specific question was for, but hopefully that answered it somewhere within all that. Oops, I keep going to this task, or it's at that battle. How many do we still have? Soulforge. We need 144 more kills. We're so close. Must get 144. So close to victory. Do you need to, wait, do you need to guild of your new account? Oh no, I already have a guild for my new account, I think. I'm probably going to be putting it with Technice account. Because he started a new one with a bunch of newer players. So I figured I'd join up with him. Hello, Alexander. Welcome. So I do need to make sure that he's actually on. Not quite sure if he's on right now. Oh, so I don't even know how I'm going to go about making a new account. I think I'm just going to make a completely new Steam account and do it that way. And just use that Steam account only for whatever I'm doing with it. This other Steam account I already have, I believe, wouldn't work. I would need to double check. But yeah, we'll go do that. Actually, let me go give out the redeem code. Actually, let's do it once we get Soulforge. You know what? Let's do it now. Let's just give out the first redeem code. We'll have another one in a little bit as well. This isn't the only one we're giving out. We're going to be giving out 2 redeem codes pretty much every day for the next few days. Today, tomorrow, and the following day. We'll all have a 2 redeem codes each time. Today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter because I do need to make sure I get to bed early for tomorrow, and there's still some videos I need to cover that I need to work towards. The main one I'll be covering later today will be the Soulforge. Basically explaining everything you will need to know, what to craft, what to prioritize, what to use shards for, and pretty much everything you will need to know. It will slightly go over dungeoning system too, because of course that's how you get a good majority of the souls. I mean the jewels. So yeah, we'll be going over that in soon TM for the video later. Anyways, redeem code. Where was I? Let me go get the redeem code. I was just kind of doing it and got distracted by myself. I do that a lot. Let's see. Oh, also, by the way, someone just mentioned on the forum too. We found that earlier, and they are aware of the bug. Currently, troops with impervious can be devoured. It's a really weird bug that's currently in place right now. Do keep that in mind. Basically, don't bother using impervious troops against Devour right now, because they can be devoured. It's really odd. How that happened, I do not know. But somehow they made that happen. Okay, where was I? I need to go and... what am I looking for? Redeem codes. Oh no, I'm almost out of redeem codes. Oh no, these are the new redeem codes. Where are my old redeem codes? I think I still have one from the old redeem codes. 1 second. If I do, I might not be able to see it. 1 second, we shall get it. Where did they go? Too many messages. Okay, do I have one here? Here it is. Ah, there we go. The last one from this list. We got a surprise. That's literally what it's called. I should have used it in a more surprising fashion. But oh well, we already have it, and I already said what it is. Though with the word surprise, you might not even be able to guess what it is, because it's a really weird wording of surprise. But yeah, let me go get this code in real quick below me, and get the link for it and all that. So you guys can go redeem it. This code is only redeemable if you're on PC mobile. Console, unfortunately, do not have access to redeem codes. It has the normal reward as usual. So let me go put that there, and let me go get the link and everything. Use it on gemsvor.com underneath the game code, or go to the link that I'm about to post any second now. Let me go put this over here, put that in, copy, paste that into chat. There you guys go. There's the code, there's the link, and let me go use it myself. Put in the invite code. Oh yeah, by the way, your invite code, for any of you that don't know, is underneath settings, and whatever your game says right there is what you put into it. So invite code, the code that we just put in below us, and redeem. Click that you're not a robot. And it just said that the redeem code does not exist. Did anyone else get that? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, did she put one too many E's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, that is correct. What is this? This code is not a code. Is anyone else getting it? Wait, is it actually working for some people? Not exist, yeah. Yeah, is everyone else getting not exist? We'll just go post a different one then. That's weird. Is it everyone else getting that too? Has anyone gotten it to actually work? Nope, doesn't exist. Okay, never mind. Well, never mind. New code. No worries, we do have others. So yeah, that one doesn't work for whatever reason. You gave it to me. Doesn't work though. Well, on to the next one. Go to the other codes. If I can find where those were. I just clicked on them earlier. I think it was this one. Found them. Okay. So let's go over these. There are a lot of relevant ones here. So let's go post this in. Let's see. Which one should we do? I don't want to say any of them aloud because it will give away what most of these are. Let's go with this one because we're upgrading it right now. So it would make sense that we go and do this one. So let's go with this. I'll go get the link again. Go put it below me. Let's see. Okay, so surprise didn't work. That was unsurprising. Well, there we go. Soulforge with double E. Since we're maxing out the Soulforge right now, it's the perfect code to give out. So we'll go do that. So let me go get the copy paste for it for any of you that don't want to bother typing it. Here you guys go. And let me go use this one. Hopefully this one works. If not, we have even more to go test. But this one should work. Go put it in. If I can figure out where on earth the thing is. I have too many links open right now. I mean tabs. Invite code. Code. Not a robot. Redeem. There we go. No. What? Oh no. Redeem codes might not be working. Oh. Wait. You have already redeemed this code. Oh wait, never mind. This one says I already redeemed it. Oh, there we go. Never mind, it's working. That was weird. I claimed it once and it said I already redeemed it, yet it still gave it to me. Maybe it processed it twice. Never mind, they're working. But it gives the normal reward of 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. False alarm, they're working fine. And we'll have another one in about an hour or two. Yeah, let's go use our 1 gem key. Though you probably do want to save it for the Mythic on Friday, but we can get away with doing 1 now. It's a watcher. Nothing of need. Also, one thing to note, the new Mythic that can only be crafted. Kind of self-explanatory. But the new Mythic that they added to the game, the one that no one has, it's impossible to get it from key drops. So do keep that in mind. So don't bother trying to get it from key drops. Also, all of the new weapons, other than the Extinos one, that some people got because it was an old event weapon, are only craftable through the crafting system as well. Though most of them are useless. The only ones that are really worth it are the legendary weapons and the mythic weapon, which we don't even have access to yet. I believe we need the final 10th level of Soulforge to be able to get the mythic weapon. It actually didn't seem that bad. It was red, yellow, blue, if I'm not mistaken. And what's particularly good about red, yellow, blue is yellow and blue have like no AoE. I believe blue literally has no AoE other than fire and ice. And yellow only has sun and moon, if I'm not mistaken. So that weapon covers a lot of holes. Also, red, I believe, only has Summer's Fury. So that covers basically 3 holes. It's also the only weapon in the entire game, the current mythic weapon, I believe there's only 1, that covers 3 colors. So it's a truly mythic weapon. They're going to be adding more in the future, but as it currently stands, it's the only one that exists in the game. How do you get the new mythic? You get the new mythic from... it's actually really hard to get the new mythic. You need to have level 10 Soulforge, which is probably the easiest aspect of it. But then you also need... you need to go and... Let's see, under Soulforge. You need... I can't actually show it because I don't have the thing yet. I'll show it in a moment once we get to that point. But basically what you need are several things. You need... Where to go? Let me go bring it up on the forum too so I can instantly say the other things once I finally get it oriented. Go down. There it is. Okay. So, you need... where to go? Eye of Exenus. Basically every single weapon that has the word Exenus in it. Eye of Exenus. Heart of Exenus. Soul of Exenus. So these things. You need this. This. And on top of that, you need an additional 50,000 souls, 300 gems, and 4,000 diamonds. That is everything you need to be able to craft him. He is very, very hard to craft. He essentially costs 350,000 souls, 300 gems, 4,000 diamonds, 150 normal gems, 900 amethysts, 300 sapphires, 300 rubies, and 300 topazes. Oh, and 9 celestial trade stones. If that wasn't already enough. Yeah, it's currently the most expensive mythic in the entire game by a decent margin. So yeah, that's the thing. They might be adding more like those in the future, which are going to be a little bit annoying to obtain. But he's probably going to be the most expensive of them ever, mainly because everyone's starting at no resources. But later on, when people already have a bulk of jewels, eventually, because eventually people will start having spare jewels. Obviously, no one has spare jewels right now, but give it like a couple months, people will start having spares. At that point, it'll be a little bit easier to get the new mythics if they were to be added in that fashion. But this Exterdos guy, or whatever his name is, he is ridiculously hard to craft because everyone's starting, of course, at 0 jewels, so no one's even remotely close to being able to get him. It'll take at least a month before people start getting him. Even if you do it every day, I think the earliest is like 3-ish weeks or so. That 1 key is going to get you the new mythic tomorrow. You feel it? I hope so. There have been people that have gotten a new mythic off the week that it came in from the code that we did. It has happened about a dozen times, which is a relatively small amount, given that we've been doing it for like a year, giving out redeem codes. But yeah, it has happened about a dozen times or so. And that could have been even more times. These are just the reported amount of times that it has occurred. We go on the brown. We throw the bomb bot. Come on, we're so close. We're like 100 kills away. The hype. And then we can go see Extinos, though that wouldn't really make much difference. We already kind of saw him, but we can see him in all of his glory within game. I want him so bad. It's gonna be a while though. He's not even that good though. I'll find something for him. Might mess around with him in Guild Wars. He's not really a troop I'll use a lot though, even once we get him. But if my completionist urge wants me to get him, but there's no way to speed it up. And I'm only going to be strategically spending $50 on the jewels. I'm not spending any more ever than that. Just initially 50. What that's going towards is red day once, yellow day once, which I already did, then purple day twice, then jewel day 6 times. Wait, 6, right? Did I count that right? No. Jewel day 4 times. Yeah. So red, yellow once, purple twice. Am I miscounting here? That's 20. And then 6 times on the... Oh, I was right the first time. So yeah, it's 1, 1, 2, and 6 is what I'm going to be doing. 1, 1, 2, and 6. Red day, yellow day, 2 days on purple, and then 6 on the diamond day. I don't even know what the payout is for diamond day, but I can almost guarantee, without a shadow of a doubt, that diamond day is the best day to spend the $5. I'll have confirmation on that later, which is why I'm not bothering to do the dungeon video yet. I'll cover the dungeon video in detail, and as well as cost efficiency and stuff when we actually see what Diamond Day does, because that's the main one that will really say like what's really worth doing, because we still don't know what the payout is for that. Have they fixed the phone crashes yet? I do not know if they fixed the phone crashes yet. I want to say no. So if you're currently playing Gems of War on the previous version and it's working correctly, maybe don't even update it yet. Because if people are crashing on the mobile version a lot, then you might just want to not even bother downloading it yet, if it's still functioning perfectly on the previous version. The only thing you're really missing out on is Soulforge kills, for the most part. Oh, and I guess dungeoning, which I guess is losing you quite a bit of resources. So yeah, you probably do want to try getting the update. If nothing else, if you do start crashing a bit until they fix it, you can always just play it on PC. Move your account over to PC for a little bit and just play it on there. Would work perfectly. Because PC and mobile is fully cross-platform. Any progress you do on one is fully saved on the other. Let's see. What are you doing in global chat? Also, thank you, Xenos, or Xenos, I mean, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. What are you doing in global chat? What are you doing in global chat? I don't see you. Unless you're going by a different name right now. I see no whole log. I see no whole log. How many more do we need? We're so close. Come on, we're under 100 kills. We're almost there. Keep going. We must go all the way. Have I gotten yours on Warlord 1? Wait, what on Warlord 1? My Explorer? Generally, I run Explorer on normal difficulty, just for the quicker kills. Right now, I'm running on Warlord 3 because this team can one-shot this difficulty, and I just do this to gain the most amount of resources. This is also the best way to gain EXP in the entire game, from what I'm aware of. The only thing you would need to get more EXP than this is to win your Guild War Day. Currently, I'm not getting 100% extra EXP from winning the Guild War Day. It's actually one of the reasons I think Teknai actually made his own guild. He might even constantly keep creating his own guilds, because the main thing he cares about, I think right now, is becoming the first player ever to get 10,000, level 10,000. If nothing else, he's going to be definitely the first player to get level 2,000, probably the first to get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. No one's even competing with him right now. I think he has like 150 gap over the second highest level, because his main priority is leveling constantly. Can I show a team with Shegra? Sure, I can go do a team with Shegra real quick. Yeah, I've been spamming this like crazy. Might as well go do one. Let's see, Shegra team. Do I have one saved? Do I have the really good one saved? Hopefully. Oh, well, we could always use one of the ones from the best team video, but you might have already seen that already. Let me go use the Shegra. I mean, not the Shegra. Obviously, the Shegra one. I'm using a Shegra team. Let's go use the, I guess, the Maul version of it. So put that in. Put in Inferno King. Put in a Mercy. Put in a Great Maul. And there we go. Double yellow or correct banner. And in we go. What level is Techni right now? I don't know if this is accurate, but I can go check the website. According to the website, which I have no clue when it was last updated, it says that he is level... Where'd it go? The highest level of Techni is level 1,523. The second highest is level 1,394, and he was confirmed earlier to be the second highest. So he currently has a 129 level lead on the second highest level in the game. 129 lead. That is a very, 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 very large gap when you're that high of a level. Because, of course, it starts getting harder and harder to level each level the higher you go. I think at this point, he's only gaining a few levels per day or something. Even how much I normally play, I only gain 2 levels a day, approximately. I don't play like an excessive amount, but that is currently the amount I generally gain. But we'll go through this down. This is a standard kind of Inferno King into Shegra. It's a team that a lot of people ran when it first came out. It's still one of my favorite skull spams to this day. A lot of fun to mess around with. You get some really, really nice destruction going on with it. Been good for a while, still good to this day. And it's pretty much a match right there. Can we get an Inferno King alignment? Because that'd basically be his death if we did. Fortunately, it's not there, so... Oh wait, it actually was there. Never mind, I could have gotten away with that. I didn't see that one skull there. We actually could have killed him already. Oh well, now he does. Cast already, there we go. Yeah, that's Inferno King, or a variant of Inferno King. The other variant is putting it with a Keeper of Souls these days. Go like Apothecary, anything in first slot, Apothecary, anything first slot, Apothecary, Keeper of Souls, Shegra. It's a very similar premise to this team, just slightly different. Basically based off of an Apothecary instead of off of a Mercy is the biggest difference that it has. But yeah, going with the double skull spam with a Shegra is generally the way that you play him. It's the order that you go with is a first slot that's good at being a first slot skull damager, followed by a mana generator, followed by 2 skull spammers, one of them of course being Shegra if you're using a Shegra team. That's how you build basically every Shegra team these days, is that based on that kind of premise of a team. And you can't really go wrong as long as you follow that same format for whatever team you're rolling with. Yep, let me go do the quick explore again. I think we need like under 90 more. We're so close. Yeah, no problem for the team. If anyone else has any other questions, anything else you guys want me to mess with, anything at all, feel free to leave it in chat so that we can go over it all. So we'll go through this down, get the brown gems going, throw down the bomb bot there, get our explosion, boom, dead, and already won. We'll do this a couple more times and double check how many we need on the Soulforge. We should pretty much be max at this point. We're almost there. And then we get to see the Mythic weapon too. I kind of already got to see it, but I don't know if there was multiple ones. It could have been that they weren't showing up earlier. But once we get it to level 10, we obviously have everything that the Soulforge has to offer. So whatever we're looking at is indeed everything that it has. How many kills from level 9 to 10? 500. It's either 500 kills or 200 and... what was the value on it? Let me double check. It was 500 kills or 250 gems was what you would need to do. So basically every kill under that category is worth half a gem. It is very, very valuable to kill them instead of using gems. I cannot emphasize that enough. If you've learned anything from me saying anything about this patch in the last almost 24 hours, that's just not been that long yet. But if you've learned anything, it is do not spend gems on the crafting system. It is one of the biggest resource sinks that is completely needless that you will ever do. It is 100% pointless. Okay, well, let's go and throw down this. And there we go. Throw down our bomb bot. Good to go. Boom. Hello, Devil. Welcome. Talk about troops that you find interesting in theory, even though they don't necessarily work in practice. That was previously Emperorina, but now that it got its buff, it might actually be good in practice as well. Emperorina was one back when it had a 14 mana cost. Now it has a 13 mana cost. I know that isn't too big of a change, but given that it has Firelink, that is more of a change than it would normally be with a standard troop. Still wish it was like a 12 mana cost. That'd be insane if it was 12 mana cost with Firelink. That would make it truly viable again. But this is one that in premise is really ridiculously overpowered. In practice, Deathmark and Devour destroys it, as well as Skull Spam. Though, what's kind of interesting right now is Devour, Deathmark, and Skull Spam. All three of them aren't really used that much. Combined with the fact that it just got buffed recently, I feel like Emperorina might be low-key one of the best troops in the game right now. At least as far as its premise. It doesn't normally work that way, though. In theory, it should be amazing. Though, in practice, Shegra is better than it in almost every single instance of every single team. So it doesn't really get used. It's just too slow of a troop. If your only concern was to not lose, Emperorina would be amazing. But that's not really the concern anymore. Even in Arena, that's not really the concern anymore because you have to win quickly as well. And boosting stats doesn't really give you much of a benefit. It almost gives you no benefit boosting stats in Arena. Other than making sure a troop doesn't die. But yeah, in theory, I feel like Emperorina would be amazing. It just doesn't really get used for much these days. Let's see, what other troops are, in theory, should be like amazing but aren't. There's not too many of them out there because they're either just bad or they're not. I know, I can't think of another one on the top of my head. Because most of them are just either bad or good. There's not like ones that are like kind of on the edge. Actually, there is kind of one. Peasant, surprisingly. Peasant is, in theory, an absolutely amazing troop. And if it had better traits, it would probably be one of the most used troops I would ever use. I know some people consider it the worst troop in the entire game, but he has a lot of potential. If you put him on like the traits of like a KrissTigger or something, he would be amazing. Like if you put him on if he had a 2 mana cost and you gave him the traits of KrissTigger, he would be the new meta. He would instantly become the new meta if they were to do that. That would be a really funny troop. I almost want that to happen. Could you imagine that? A 2 mana cost peasant with stone skin and enchant. Oh, that would be hilarious. That'd be a lot of fun to mess around with. Anyways, I think we're almost there. A few more battles till we unlock Soulforge. How many souls would you get for disenchanting all my extra mythics? I don't want to accidentally click the button. I don't know if I'm going to go into that menu. I don't know if there's a warning thing on it anymore. Can someone confirm that there's a warning button on it still? I assume there is. I just don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure there's a warning button. I just don't want to mess around with it. I'm also not going to taunt the warning button. It is. I don't trust that smiley face. I believe it's about 1 point something million. Let's see. I don't trust it. Something makes me feel like there won't be a warning button. I know there normally is, but just because there normally is doesn't mean that there is. You missed the redeem code? It should still work. It was posted pretty recently, and if it's not, we'll have another one in about an hour or so. We will be posting 2 redeem codes every single day from today till Saturday. 2 today, which we already gave out 1. 2 tomorrow, and 2 on Saturday. You have no mythics to test it on. Why not do it? Oh, the reason I don't disenchant all my troops, there's one reason and one reason only. On your profile, it shows this number right here. And I actually have one of the highest total troop totals in the entire game from what I'm aware of. There are very, very few people with this high of a total. and I'm not aware of anyone who actually has higher. I know there are people that have higher, but I'm not aware of anyone that has a higher total. But yeah, I'm just trying to arbitrarily try to get the highest total. I also just want to get that eventually to 1 million, because why not? Completely pointless, but it is something I want to do. 40 more kills. Speaking of things I want to do, let's go get 40 more kills. We're almost there. It's 5 more battles. Let's see. Furry game? There are furries in this game, which is kind of funny. The main kingdom that's really based around that, I would say, is Magrim Woods. Almost all of Magrim Woods are basically furries. Let me see. If I go to Magrim Woods real quick, like half the kingdom are furries. Let's see. There's Druid, Fanair, Ranger, and Wayfinder. Also, Amira. Actually, if you were to consider any troop in this entire game to be one, it'd probably be Amira. She's like the most cliche archetype of if you were to think of a furry. Like, that's like exactly what you would think of. An emo hairstyle, piercings, and over-sexualized. Yep, and it's a fox. So it covers pretty much all the bases. Okay, anyways, we're almost there. I think we have 4 more battles now. And we'll just throw that down. And throw the bomb up. Do you advise against using gems for packs and dungeons? Oh, no. Definitely spend it. I do not advise against it. I advise for it. You should be buying this literally every day. If you have over 1,000 gems on your disposal, you should be buying this literally every day, regardless of what day it is. It is excessively good value to spend 50 gems on to get this. 20 diamonds, 100 of whatever the color day is, 400 Sarge, 250 souls, and 4 runics of whatever the color day is. That is really, really good value for only 50 gems. I highly advise doing this like every single time forever. It's only 50 gems. 50 gems is a relatively small amount. Most people can afford that every day. If you can't, I think the better days to do it on would be the diamond day, which hasn't occurred yet. I'm not quite sure what the payout would be, but I assume more diamonds would be, probably more diamonds, more shards. And I'm not quite sure what the trait stone would be because it's not associated with a color. But yeah, if you can afford it, if you have like over 1,000 gems, you should be buying this every day. There's no reason not to. Diamonds are excessively good right now. Topazes or all whatever the thing is for today, these are okay. If nothing else, this is basically like 2 gem keys. This alone is 2 gem keys, except the yellow. Then you get some shards, you get some souls, you get some runics. It's really good value. You're basically just converting them into alternative forms of resources that give you exactly what 50 gems would, except they're more versatile than what 50 gems can do. 4,000 diamonds from the pack would cost 10,000 gems though. That's 200 VIP keys. Yes, but you're getting other resources from it. It's not like you're only getting diamonds. You're getting many other resources that are not just diamonds. Because if you look at it that way, then if you break it down based on that, you have 2 gem keys right there. Oops, wrong one. You have 2 gem keys right there, because 50 of these can be used for a yellow gem key essentially, and you can use the souls into that. So there's 2 gem keys. Then you get 4 runics. Half those souls, you only get 50 souls spare, because if you use those to craft those, that uses up 200 of your souls. And then you get 20 diamonds, 400 shards, and 4 runics as your spear then, essentially. I still think that would be worth it. I don't know, it really depends on your preference, I guess, then. I personally feel like it will be, mainly because, well, with how big of a stack I have, I would much prefer having jewels than having this many gems. I could see if you had a really low amount of gems where you could consider it not being worth it. But honestly, if you have multiple thousands, it's probably worth it to constantly get it. Because there's such a higher need for jewels right now than there is for gems. Anyways, how close are we? We should pretty much be right on top of it. We are... How many battles is that? Can't calculate that out easily. Let's see, that is... Oh wait, did I not count that out correctly earlier? I think I said 5 more battles, and it's actually more than 5 right now. Oops, what am I doing? I need to go over to Divining Fields. Fail. Getting sidetracked by self. But the 200 VIP chests would give you a ton of the arcanes and stuff. That it would. Oh no. I still feel like it's better going into duels though. Because it gives you guaranteed chance and a natural focus. Whereas regardless, the VIP chest will always be random. Even if you get a mythic from it, that mythic will be completely random. You don't get to choose what mythic that will be. Same as all the legends that you get from it. You're alright with the trait stones though. You would end up getting quite a bit more trait stones by doing the VIP chests. That is correct. Oh no, I think it comes down a lot to preference. Personally, I'll be buying it every single day for like the first month or two. Maybe after that point, I'll feel like it's not worth it. But this early, with how few jewels are currently in circulation, it's definitely worth getting them. Okay. Let's see. For the next battle. How many more? I think we have 6 more, it was? Somewhere around there. Keep losing track every 5 seconds. Also, once you get things to 5 times Stars Kingdoms, you easily make 50 gems a day from claiming tribute. Yeah, it is so ridiculously easy to get 50 gems. 50 gems later in the game takes like no time at all. No time whatsoever. You spend more resources when you want something specific. If you want to gamble, it's cheaper, but you might not get anything good. Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. Is the crafting system is the non-gambling version of everything. Well, there we go. We need 5 more battles. Didn't I say this earlier? Because I miscalculated it. But we only need 5 more battles. We're almost there. Also, thank you, Raphael, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. So let's count them down. 5 battles should take like 2 minutes, not even. So let's go do it. We're almost there. Can I suggest a team based around a fully traded Death Knight? Fully traded Death Knight doesn't really get used, unfortunately. He's obviously a first slot troop. The main reason he's not used anymore is Death Touch isn't really as good as it used to be. Back when Death Touch and Death Mark in general had a 0-turn delay, he was used quite a bit. But nowadays, anything with Death Touch isn't really worth it. The reason for this is if you perpetually keep Death Touching them with skulls, they are never going to actually die because there's a perpetual 1-turn delay that you reapply every single time you take skulls. So if you take a skull every turn somehow, the troop will never die to a Death Mark. It's literally impossible because it will keep having the 1-turn delay every single time. So things like White and Death Knight aren't really used anymore. So to answer your question, there's basically no team that get used with him. He's just not a used troop anymore. He sometimes gets used untraded. Very early on in the game, some people run him with his first trait as a first slot with like a Valkyrie and stuff like that. Because he has a really good boost ratio, particularly for early on in the game. But if you're to the point where you can... Oh wait, never mind. You didn't say Hero to Chaos. You said Death Knight. Wait, you mean a fully traded Death Knight class? Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought Hero to Chaos. Never mind. As far as Death Knight class, I think it has a similar issue. Death Mark isn't as good anymore, mainly because of what they just did to Undead. The fact that combined with the Undead and Fortitude, there's almost no point in it anymore. Undying, this new trait of Undying, plus Fortitude, but mainly Undying. There are now, as of this most recent patch, 10, 20, 30, plus the Fortitude, let's just say 30. There was, at minimum, 30 new troops that were added that now have immunity to Death Mark between Fortitude and this thing. With this occurring, Death Mark is basically dead. Between 1-turn delay and the amount of additional troops that have now gotten immune to Death Mark, there's almost no point in ever using anything with Death Mark, except Creeping Death. Creeping Death is still worth it, mainly because the base damage on the weapon itself is already enough to make it worth it. The Death Mark is just extra. But other than Creeping Death, pretty much every instance of applying Death Mark is no longer worth it in Gems of War. It has been nerfed to the point where it's just not viable anymore. Hello, 383 Hugo, welcome. Could I make a team with Ranger? Ranger also doesn't really get used. If you're looking for an early game team with Ranger, Basically combine Ranger with Rock Spirit. If you have that combo, you'll win almost every game up to about level 100 or 150. If you're using it any later than that level range, you should probably try finding something else. Ranger falls off pretty quickly. Early on in the game, it's absolutely insane. The later you get into the game, once you start getting to like mid-game, it's almost useless. Have a troop. Mainly because it loses a lot of its damage potential. Also, I believe that was the final battle we needed to go do. You're using a team only for fun. Crimson Bat, Princess Elspeth, Sacrifice, and Death Knight, hero with purple weapon. Interesting. Yeah, Elspeth into a Crimson Bat can make for some pretty decent teams as well. Also, is that the final battle? Come on, Soulforge, load. There we go. Let's screenshot that. The wonderful moment when we get the final level. There we go. So shiny. There we go. Level 10. Soulforge. Let me go X out the Soulforge, come back in, and go look at the glorious Soulforge that we have. I'm pretty sure I didn't even need to do that, but just to make sure it refreshes. So, these of course are all the standard ones. We already had these unlocked. It's all 6 of the colored jewels plus diamonds. I can almost guarantee I'll be pretty much putting all of these into diamonds because they're worth so much more than everything else. I'm not going to do it yet though, just in case. Trait stones, there's nothing in particular that I really need to craft because I have literally everything. Troops, no need for these first 6. The main things are the mythics. So this week, as far as mythics, wait, that was weird. Oh, there's Fairish Raw. Oh, there is Fairish Raw. Okay, so you can craft 4 different mythics and 4 different legends every week, and they rotate based on the week. So this week you can craft Fairish Raw, you can craft Wolf Garrick. No one can afford any of these, by the way. You can craft Stonehammer, you can craft Infernus, and of course for the legends you can craft Inferno King, Borealis, Dragon Soul, and Goggin Good. The 2 best things that you can possibly craft are actually available this week. Unfortunately, that means they're probably not available next week. And by the time people can actually craft these, they might not be around. But yeah, these are actually the 2 best things you can possibly craft. So it's kind of nice that they're up because I can show them for the video and mention that these are the 2 best things that you can possibly craft. There's literally nothing that you can spend jewels on that is better value than these 2 troops. If you don't have a Dragon Soul, this is absolutely insane. And if you don't have Fairish Raws, or if you don't have 3 Fairish Raws, this is also excessively good value. It might seem like it costs a lot, but Fairish Raw can actually farm 60,000 souls per hour. Or actually, 3 Fairish Raws can farm 60,000 souls per hour. It's about 35,000 for... No, it's about 30,000 with 1 Fairish Raw, 45,000 with 2, and 60,000 for 3 Fairish Raws with a Valkyrie. And if you have less than 3 of them, you run with Warlocks as placeholders. You basically start with 3 Warlocks with a Valkyrie, and then you keep replacing them with Fairish Raws, is essentially what you do. And every Fairish Raw adds, at minimum, an additional 10,000 souls per hour to the amount of souls that you end up accumulating with that team when farming in a challenge. As far as Dragon Soul, it's just really good at farming souls. It's mainly the PvP version of farming souls. It just deals a lot of damage. Good for Guild Wars as well. Gains a lot of mana. Absolutely insane early on in the game, though also decent later in the game. Yeah, that's funny. The 2 best, and no one can actually craft them this week. But also, there's this thing. This thing can be crafted at any moment, at any time you want to. He is kind of unique in that fashion. It does require having these 3 weapons, which are the weapons I mentioned earlier. It also requires 4,000 gems. Every mythic in the game requires 4,000 gems to craft. It also requires 300 diamonds and 50,000 souls. Is he worth crafting? No. He is not worth crafting. Am I going to be crafting him? Yes, because I need him for completionist purposes and also to show him for a video. So I am going to be focusing all my focus on him. But for you guys, you should probably be focusing on Fairish Raw and Dragon Soul, mainly Fairish Raw. It's one of the reasons why I say jewels are so valuable right now, because it's the only thing you need to craft mythics, really. Maybe celestials as well. What do you need to make celestials? I actually forget. To make celestials, you need... celestial trait stones are not worth crafting. For only 1 celestial, it costs 100 of each of the jewels. That is very poor value. You will never want to do that. That is really, really bad value. you're better off just trying to farm for them. Also, what just happened? I think we just glitched the thing. Yep, let me screenshot that. That's funny. Good job. Yep, that is funny. How on earth did we manage to do that? We got all 6 of them to show up there. How did we do that? Let's see. We were looking at... I think we did it by clicking on Celestial Tradestone. Then if you click over to Jewels... Oh no, it was Celestial, then Groups. Wait, why didn't it do it that time? That was weird. That was weird. We did it when we clicked it previously. That was weird. I have no clue how we did that. That was a really strange visual glitch. I am not quite sure what caused that to occur. That was pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, we now unlock all of crafting. So there we go. Oh, also, I forgot to check over here. Aha. There should be one additional thing we can craft now. There it is. The Dawnbringer. The only mythic weapon in the game. The first of many. Ooh, wait, never mind. There's other stuff I need. You have to have these 3. Whoa! That is an expensive weapon. Dang. Whoa! That threw me off guard. I was not expecting to see that number. Wow? I forgot I need more colors, but wow? I might not be getting that weapon. It actually is decent, but 1,000 souls, or 1 million, I mean. Not 1,000, that would be nice if it was. Yeah, it costs 1.3 million souls, among other resources. Never mind, that's not happening. Wow. Maybe I do need to click that disenchant button. That is insane. Let's see. We also would need Shattered Blade, which is blue. We would need Dawnstone, which is red. And we would need... what was the other legendary weapon that we would need for it? And we need Broken Guard, which is also yellow. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. No. I probably will, just to show it for a video. Realistically, I don't think anyone is going to bother to get this weapon. Let's see. Deal 22 damage to all enemies. That is decent. Boosted by all yellow troops. That is also decent. Give all allies barrier. That is also decent. If there are 13 or more red gems, gain 2 magic. That is also decent, though pretty small. And you can use that with any red, yellow, or blue hero class and get away with it easily. That would also give it 5 additional damage. Because right now I'm getting +5 for brown. So we'd get additional 5 if we were using any of the other classes. Using this with Assassin could work out pretty nicely. I don't know, we'd have to mess around with it. We can't use it with Archer. I kind of want to use it with something that gains half mana. Could you imagine this only costing 10 mana? It'd be pretty insane. I don't know, I don't think that's worth 1 million or 1.3 million souls. Wow. Plus 200 gems, though that's not really too big a deal. Actually, everything other than the 1 million soul cost isn't actually that big a deal. But that does add up pretty quickly. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know if I'll be going for that or not. I probably will for video purposes. It's definitely not the first thing I'm going for. The first thing I'm going for is getting the Mythic. So we need the 3 weapons and then the other thing. Also, all 3 of these other weapons that you need before you can actually craft it are all useless. They're all single color weapons that won't really be used at all, I don't think. Well, maybe very situationally. Like this one gives an ally a bunch of life, half their mana, cleanse, barrier, and enchant. Now, that could be a decent amount of buffs to the point that it could work, given that you can start it with half mana. The ones I can guarantee you should never craft are all of these. Every single one that is this purplish color, there's currently no need to cast a single one of these. They do the same thing for every single one. So, for example, let's go over to the fire version of each. So every single staff will do this exact same thing, just for a different color. It deals damage to an enemy, deals double if there is a firestorm, or if there's a storm of its color, and then it creates a storm of its color. A fire sword, every single one of the swords will end up doing 24 damage to the first enemy, and then triple if they use a specific anti-color. And every single one of the Actually, those are only 2. Never mind, there's only those 2 variants of each one. Yeah, there's no need to get these purple colorish ones. Anyways, yeah. Interesting. So let's actually go and click it and see. How many souls would we get if we disenchanted everything? Let's see. Let's make sure we don't accidentally click it. We would get 100... Oh, sorry, that's the amount of troops. We get over 2 million souls if we were to disenchant everything. I taunted the button. I can't believe I actually did that. How insane am I that I just taunted that button? Yeah, let's not click that. I'll have like a heart attack. 2 million souls. That is a lot of souls though. It's like, oh no, it costs 1 million souls as I have like 2 million souls just sitting there. But yeah, that technically would not even dent me if I was to disenchant everything. It wouldn't even touch the amount I would get from it. I know, I'm asking for it. I'm eventually going to misclick it. And it's going to be the most depressing moment ever. I've managed to never do it yet. But it will eventually happen. Me disenchanting all my troops will be caused from a misclick. I can guarantee it. Though if that does happen, it won't be too big a deal because we can invest it towards the new weapon to stuff. I really don't feel like I'm going to be getting that new 1 million soul weapon though. Unless they really rebalance heroes. It's just way too much of a soul sink. Unless I, you know what? Maybe I will. Because I don't really soul farm anymore. If I was to soul farm, like I said, it is possible. 50,000 to 60,000 souls per hour. It is possible. So how long would that take to get 1 million souls in? That's a lot of time to have to waste though. Let's just say 50,000 per hour because I'll probably be distracted by doing other stuff. So 50,000 per hour, that comes out to what, 50 hours I think? I mean 20? Why did I say 50? I was thinking 20, but it said 50. But yeah, 20 hours is the amount of time it would take in order to be able to farm the amount of souls that weapon takes. So you know what? Maybe I will go and buy it then. The main problem will be the jewels limiting me, of course. That's the biggest issue. But yeah, I guess we'll get the weapon. Why not? Maybe I'll get it before I go do the other guy then. The main thing I believe I'll be missing is the blue gems. Why not Sylvania Mora with this group in last position? I do run this with Sylvania Mora occasionally. I actually used to run it back in the day. I eventually switched over to Sylvania Mora. From removing Sylvania Mora. The main reason I ended up doing this was this team, after I compared it to a Sylvania Mora team, over the course of an hour actually does win quicker. It's not by much, but it is quicker. One other thing to note is you tend to only really need Sylvania Mora when skulls are really prevalent. And right now, skulls are extremely underused. Even more so with the most recent patch, even though it changed almost nothing with skulls. The thing that it indirectly changed is the fact that the AI doesn't like to take the skulls always. Sometimes it likes to cast instead. And because of this, it's even less effective to have stuff like Entangle now. So, yeah, there's really no need for it. This team wins slightly quicker due to the fact that it gets the double enchant. Some games, when you end up using Sylvania Mora, your Sylvania Mora is just sitting there doing literally nothing. So it doesn't even really give you much of a value. Why is it called 4x Dragon when Gorgoltha isn't a dragon? Because this used to be my 4x Dragon slot, but then I haven't bothered renaming it since. So it's still called 4x Dragon. It's me being lazy and not bothering to rename it. I've had some really weird names for teams because I haven't bothered renaming it. I think the funniest one ever was when I used one of the best teams in the game, with the team being named Used to Be Good, because I did a video of a top 10 video of 10 teams that used to be good back in the day, but then I never bothered switching the name of that slot, and I ended up putting a best team over top of it. So it had the weirdest name ever for like a couple months. I don't think I have it anymore, but for a couple months we were running the best team in the game over a slot that said that it used to be good. Yeah, I tend to have some really weird names for sometimes because I don't bother renaming them. And normally I do, but sometimes I just don't bother. Also, 159 viewers. Thank you, everyone. This is actually the most viewers we have ever had at a given time. So thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate it. For any of you that don't know, we do stream every Friday and Saturday from around 10 to about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also stream every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, thank you all so much. Hello, Gilkins. Welcome. So yeah, anyone here? You're experiencing history. It's the most viewers we've ever had at a given moment. And all of your guys' support helped me to be able to do this on a regular basis. Why have I not disenchanted troops? 2 reasons. One is I'm holding out for the fact that they may, out of some random chance, end up buffing the amount of value you get from disenchanting. At this point, given that they didn't do it when the crafting system got added, they probably aren't ever going to do it. But out of hopes that they eventually buff it, I am holding on to everything. The other reason why I'm holding on to them is there's a value that shows on your profile that shows how many troops you have. And because I hold on to them, I believe I have one of the highest values in the entire game. Also, this team is destroying us right now. But I eventually just want to get it up to 1 million. For no particular reason, just for the sake of getting it up to 1 million. Just for fun. But yeah, there's really no point in keeping them. I just choose to. There's no like strategic reason other than the fact that they might eventually buff it. But at this point, given that they didn't buff it this patch, it's almost guaranteed that they won't buff it. I think the main thing about it is I'm paranoid about the fact that there was one point when they ended up buffing disenchanting indirectly. There was a point where they added the ascension mechanic. But prior to that, there was no need to ever keep any copies extra of a troop. So then they added disenchanting, and then everyone was like, no, we should have kept all of the extra copies. And now that's one of the reasons why I hold on to them, because there could be just a random change at one point as in the future where they just add something where extra copies are actually important. It's almost guaranteed not to happen, but you never know. That's what we thought earlier too, and then it happens, so you never know. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to go over, anything you want me to mess with, just let me know. We'll definitely go and do it. I should probably go mess with some of the new troops too. Is the Soulforge UI permanent, or is it a work in progress? The new Soulforge UI, I believe, is permanent, and the rest of the game is also going to be shifting towards that user interface as well, from my understanding. They might tweak it some, but yes, it pretty much is permanent. The two UI user interface for both of them, for the Soulforge and for dungeoning. Pretty much the whole game is going to start looking like that probably next patch, other than the map screen. Map screen is pretty much going to look, well, actually the map screen will look quite different. All these icons like around the border are going to be different, but as far as like the map itself, there's probably going to get almost no change. What was I about to go do? Oh yeah, let me go do something new out of the new teams that we can do. I don't know if there's actually anything viable. Maybe I'll go do an Emperina team or something. That's about the most viable thing we could maybe try messing with. Let me go do the normal team with it and see if I can make it work and see how well it works now. Pretty sure it's going to have almost no difference, but it's worth trying. Dark Priestess, and what was the other one we need? Come on, Dark Priestess. You need one more copy to become Mythic, I think. Yeah, you need literally... No, never mind. Wait, where is it? Yeah, you need one more copy to become a Mythic. Come on. You're so close. What was the other thing we need? We need a same color, but we need a different troop. We need Queen Jezebel. Queen, yes. If I stepped in Queen, thank you. That's not Queen, yes. And there we go, Queen, yes. And I don't think the order matters much there. We'll just throw this down. Banner, what do we go with Banner with now? Because he's a little bit weird with his mana cost. I guess we just go brown yellow and rush it up. Could also go brown green, but I'll just stick with the rush for Golfa. Stay with that, see what happens. It's the first time I'm bothering to even use Emperina since he got buffed. You like the quotes much better at the end of the battle than the you're fired when you lose. Oh, does it actually say that? I've even noticed. I know that it does do quotes based on their text now. They used to have different quotes in the game, but now the text is based on whatever the troop actually is. So, like this. He was doing fine until his streams went up in smoke. Like every single one of the flavor text for every troop will show, or one of the random one from your team will show when you win. What do we go for here? We go for the poke into go. You throw the poke into a Emperina, into the other poke, and then we go from there. Don't devour. What are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe I should go all KZL team or something. Just to see what that happens. It would still use Gorgolfa Emperina, but it would use like 2 other troops. The problem is one of the other really good buffed up troops in the kingdom are the same colors that Emperina runs with. So you can't really synergize them together. It doesn't really work, unfortunately. Let's see. The whole thing, please. Wait. The whole thing, please, Tacet. You're totally lost here. How are you lost? Let's see. Also, thank you. Let's see. Is anybody having problems with the new updates? As in understanding if you're totally lost? Oh, what are you totally lost with? As far as like the Soulforge or the crafting or what? I did a video earlier, kind of going over it briefly, but I can go over it briefly again real quick. Oh no, he lived slightly. And go explode, kill him. Really, 1 HP? You're gonna live with 1 HP. You're gonna be like that. There we go. Now we won. We can just throw that into him. But yeah, as far as the main things you need to know about the new patch, there's two really big new features. These 2 new features are a Soulforge and and dungeons. Soulforge is a crafting system. Dungeon is a daily thing that you can do that just gives you some resources. So first off, the Soulforge. You unlock this from Blighted Lands. You have to complete out the quest line, then the bonus quest line. You can then access it either through this kingdom or by going under mini games and then click Soulforge. You level this up by 2 different methods, either by getting kills or spending gems. It's a lot more efficient just to get kills. This then starts unlocking different sections of the crafting system, and it shows you exactly what gets unlocked every single level. And once it gets leveled, it is permanently level forever. Then there's a bunch of these tabs. Jewels are these new resources. You can see them by clicking this little button right here, and it shows all the jewels that you currently own. These jewels are accumulated through the dungeoning system that we'll go over in a second. And you can craft every single color as well as diamonds. Diamonds are probably the most valuable, and they cost a little bit more respectively. Pretty much everything within Soulforge, of course, costs souls, because it is indeed a Soulforge. So do keep that in mind. Trait stones can also be converted. You use different rarity trait stones plus a small amount of souls to be able to convert into different other trait stones. So yeah, you can do that now as well. In case you need a few trait stones. This shouldn't be like a main means of gaining trait stones, but it's a nice way to convert if you just need a few of them really quick and you don't want to bother farming them. It's pretty good for that method. There are now a bunch of troops that you can now summon and do other stuff with. As far as summoning stones, these are essentially like a gem key, except they're for a specific color. So doing one of these is basically like a red gem key that only does red troops, a yellow gem key, blue gem key, green, etc., etc. It's essentially just a gem key for that color when opening that. You can also eventually do legends and mythics. You can do 4 different legends, 4 different mythics, and Extinus is always available for crafting. The 4 legends and mythics change every single week. I assume it's every single week. I believe it's every week. It should be every week. I'm not quite sure on that. But the biggest 2 that you'd want to actually eventually get are Dragon Soul if you don't already have one, and Fairish Ra. As far as weapons, you generally don't really need to worry about most of these. Focusing on troops and stuff is probably a bit better. So you don't really need to worry about these too much. One thing to note is that some of these are used to get some other stuff. Like for example, 3 of these weapons are used to get the mythic weapon, which is excessively expensive. And 3 of these, the Extinus ones, are used to get the new mythic that's underneath the troop thing. And as far as other, you never bother with this. There's no point in spending jewels and souls. It's a complete waste. You should never do it ever. As far as the the dungeons, I mean, this you unlocked from Drifting Sands. You complete out the quest line, then do the bonus quest line, then boom, you unlock Drifting Sands. Similarly, you can get there either by clicking on dungeon or from the mini games and clicking on dungeon. This gives you 3 battles that you can do every single day. You get infinite tries, but you can only play them once per victory. You can only claim each one once. It gives you a bunch of a colored gem, gives you some shards, and it gives you a % chance of getting jewels. And it keeps getting increasingly harder. Each one has a specific increase as well as a level increase that increases your stats. But they also have a different increase for the specific troop. Like this Manicore ends up getting an extra attack when it does its ability. And this Guard's Avatar does true damage instead of physical and stuff like that. There's also offers here that can expedite your ability to gain resources. After completing the first battle of the dungeon system in any day. You can spend 50 gems in order to buy a bunch of these resources. Personally, I feel like these are extremely worth it. Someone was making the argument that VIP keys might be better than these. Personally, I would say at least for the first few weeks, these are definitely going to be way better value. Probably the first month. After that, is definitely, you could definitely make the argument that VIP keys and gem keys in general may be better than these. Personally, I'm going to be sticking with these constantly, just because I need the resources for future stuff that get added. I don't foresee myself ever not buying this in a given week. I feel like the value is much better. As far as this, you can also buy this for $5 every single day. Is it worth it? Questionable. If you have spare money to throw, it's one of the better things that you could throw $5 at in this game. A lot of the values in this game are pretty horrible. This $5 throwing at this is actually somewhat decent. So compared to other things relative in this game, it is relatively decent value, particularly since it's just starting up. But yeah, that's basically everything that was added. A few other changes, a few other balances. Everything else I covered in my previous thing. My global chat is broken again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It has been breaking a lot. I don't know why it keeps breaking. Ever since this update, it keeps breaking. It's working now, though. Someone just typed something, and it's working now again. You ever started several times and still not working? Is it? That's weird. Wait, your global chat? Anyone else mobile having an issue with the game chat? Oh, I've been having it forever, and I'm on PC right now. Global chat is acting really, really weird. The past, since the update, has been acting really weird. Let's see. Tekima Inferno teams. I can go do one. Let's see. You're using Dragonian Monk, Dragon Soul, Dragonian Rogue, and Dragotar. What do I need to look out for to improve? You would need to find a Dragon Soul, and you would need to find a KrissTigger. Those are the biggest two things. Sylvania Moore could be worked in, but I don't think it would really be too needed because Dragotar does work better than on an all-dragon team than an Emperina would. I mean Emperina. Did I say Emperina? I meant Sylvania Moore. You could have incorporated a Emperina if you really wanted to. I feel like it did get buffed up enough that it could be viable with a fully traded Dragon Soul to make sure it truly never dies. The truly unkillable Dragon Soul. But yeah, I'd say Dragon Soul and KrissTigger. Oh wait, never mind. You already have Dragon Soul. What am I saying? So yeah, basically just trying to find a KrissTigger somewhere is the biggest thing you could really do to buff up that team. Maybe even double KrissTigger, but definitely at least one KrissTigger. Also, replacing one of them eventually with... oh wait, never mind. You're already running it. I was going to say Dragonian Monk. For a second, I thought you weren't running it. But yeah, KrissTigger is basically the only thing you would really need to buff up that team. From there, you're pretty much already set. You already have the Dragon Soul and all that. Check chat again. What did you end up saying, Holog? You know, right? Tacet isn't here. Holog is trolling. Yeah. Holog keeps trolling chats. The first message I have typed here all day. Actually, I might have typed something earlier. I don't even know if that's true. There we go. What have you been saying in chat? Tacet broke his chat. Hi, Tacet. Oh, hello, Chipmunk. I should probably say hi to him. Hi, Chipmunk. But there we go. He's not missing eyes. This is what the visual looks like. What's the new update coming to Xbox? The same thing that is coming to PC Mobile. I did a whole video going over it earlier. I think I also explained it 2 times this stream. But yeah, just check the video I posted like several hours ago. That'll be the easiest way. Essentially, you're getting the dungeoning system in the Soulforge system. Soulforge is a crafting system that allows you to craft a bunch of stuff. Dungeoning system is a daily thing that you can do that gains jewels, which are used for the crafting system. Blade of the Lands unlocks the crafting. The Drifting Sands unlocks the dungeon. You would want to do Blade of the Lands first because it gives you a kill count that you need to get. I believe you need 1,900 kills or 1,350 gems. I would advise doing the kills. It's much better value. But yeah, you need about 1,900 kills to be able to get through all the levels. And once you get it fully leveled, you have it permanently leveled forever. They said in about a week. Yeah, they said September 5th last time I checked. I forgot the time. I believe to most time zones it'll be September 4th at night is when you guys will be getting the patch. But yeah, September 5th was the day they gave. I forgot the time they gave. I assume it's Australia time, which means, yeah, it's pretty much happening September 4th. Because if they ever say September 5th, but they're saying Australia time, that really means September 4th. Because if you're almost any time zone, if you're America or if you're anywheres in Europe, that pretty much means Thursday. Or I mean, not Thursday. That pretty much means the day prior to whatever day they're saying. What team would the crafted mythic be in? I don't even know. Let's see. You'd probably end up using it within the context of, well, you would need a mana generator for it, obviously. So you need to start at that basis and then kind of move from there. Also, you just destroy this right now. Wow. I'm surprised how well Draculus actually kind of functions these days. But yeah, let me go check him again, and then I can tell you exactly. Let me go look exactly at his card. We go over to Soulforge, and we go over to Troops, and we go over to Xenos, and click on him. So, what do we need? Steal life, magic, da-da-da. If the enemy dies, summon a bunch of things. I feel like he would be used with a Mercy. Humility, Mercy, something, and him in the last slot, I feel would be the team. You'd almost get away with using Alchemist on the team too if you truly wanted to go crazy with him. That probably wouldn't be viable though. One other weird team that you could probably run with him too is a Sacrifice team, because he does gain quite a bit of benefit from Sacrifice. So you could put something like a, because you would need to be able to get kills. You could go something like a, what would it be? It would be a Sacrifice in first lot, Giant Spider, Xenos, and then something in the last slot that you can scrap out easily. Probably any of the pure color, probably the purple pure color Guild War troop. Oh wait, which is another Sacrifice, right? No, it would be the eye thingy. So the team would basically be, what would that be then? That would be a Sacrifice, Giant Spider, Xenos, and that little purple Guild War troop that gives 5 to all stats to all purple allies. That would basically be the team that you would run with him, or at least a team that we could run with him. We'll probably mess around with him with a few other options. But that would be the way to utilize his summons that he does. He only summons when he gets a kill though. But still, if he gets the magic, he's going to be able to kill like crazy. Because he gains half the magic. After the first time he steals magic, he's just going to have such a ridiculously high damage. Not to mention, he does do true damage after all. He's going to be really good against anything that he has even remotely low armor. He might be one of the highest true damage in the game. We'll have to see once we actually get him leveled and stuff. It's still going to be a little while before we get him, though. We are quite far away. The main thing holding us back, of course, is jewels. And these other weapons, but mainly the jewels is the biggest thing kind of holding us back from getting it. Oh, is it the best in this patch? What is this quote? I didn't even look at it. Let me go back. Let's see. What is this quote? Let me go click on him. Soulforge, Troops, down to the Xenos. Oh, that's funny. Where's my liches at? Oh, that's great. That is great. I'm surprised they got it that past all the sensors. Oh, that is great. I'm surprised they were able to approve that on every version of the game. And maybe that's why it's not approved on console yet. Oh, that's funny. No, I highly doubt that's the reason holding it up. But that is pretty funny. Oh, that's great. Can I explain Soulforge? You're just now joining. Soulforge is where you go to craft things. Don't pay gems. Do it by souls. I mean, do it by souls. Do it by, level it by getting kills. It's much more efficient to do it that way. Or maybe not more efficient. It's more cost efficient to do it that way. Let's put it that way. There's really no point in spending gems on it. It's a complete waste if you spend gems on it. So don't do that. As far as what you do in it, you just level it up. Once you get it leveled, it permanently stays leveled. And then from there, you just go and craft a bunch of stuff. You can craft trait stones. There's a bunch of weapons that you can now craft. The biggest things to craft would be a Dragon Soul or a Fair Shra, if you could ever get to that point. Those are the 2 biggest values that you can get from any craftable item. Other than that, you'll probably want to start crafting into the unique things that you can only get through crafting. There are several items within the new crafting system that are only available through the new crafting system and not by any other means within the game. So that's kind of interesting now that we have that kind of feature to deal with. So yeah, that's basically everything with it. You get the resources that you need, the little jewel things. You accumulate those from playing the dungeoning system. The Soulforge you unlock from completing out Drifting Sands. The Soulforge you unlock from completing out Blighted Lands. The dungeoning system you unlock from Drifting Sands. And the dungeoning system is simply a 3 battle per day system where you gain a bunch of the new resource of jewels, and they're just slightly harder battles of already existing troops just with modifications on them. Like some of them will have like extra strengths and stuff like that. Like for example, the Mana Core gains extra attack, the Guard's Avatar does true damage and stuff like that. You love devouring Impervious? Yeah, there's a glitch currently in the game where you can devour an Impervious troop. It's kind of funny. Let me go Great Maul him just for fun. Because we need to enjoy this while it's possible. Let's go get it out. You know what? What's the most annoying Devour team in the game? I think it actually is just using Great Maul at this point. Let's go use him real quick. Yeah, for any of you that don't know, there is currently a glitch. I'm not quite sure when they're going to fix it, but there's currently a glitch on Impervious where you can devour Impervious, which is obviously very, very broken. I'm not quite sure if all the Devours are not working. I know for sure Impervious isn't. I forget if the others are too. But let's go Devour the Plague, which has Impervious, or should if he has his traits on him. It will. Oh yeah, Troll Krakens would work too. But let's go Devour him real quick, because why not? So we'll go Devour him. Yeah. Obviously that's normally not possible. That's not a natural feature. That's a complete glitch, but I have no clue when they're fixing it. As of this current moment, do not use Impervious. It is obviously a really bad idea, given that that is a thing right now. We'll go move that over. And what else? I don't think we have an extra turn right now. I'm still going to go for it, though. And that's pretty much match. What else do we need from here? Actually, he dies. We can do anything. Oh, or that works too. I didn't mean to get that. He would have died off the burn. Burn and Death Mark does trigger before traits. So do keep that in mind. So even though he had Reinforce, he was going to die to the burn because it triggers first. But yeah, we can devour Impervious now, which is kind of funny. Yeah, we could go do the Troll Kraken team. I still have it saved as well. We need to go find another Impervious troop to go devour. And then go from there. Okay, let's see. Where do we move? We'll go swipe over probably on a yellow or something. Move that over. Let him go do whatever. Guess we'll take the red down into his skull. And then throw down Shagra or something. Did we bother right now? Oh yeah, we'll go with Shagra. Why not? Complete miss. Disappointment. Okay. Horrible value if we Mercy right now. You get so much out of it. But if I don't... You know what? I'm not going to. I need to try getting alignment or something, though. Let's go move that one down. Does that give us alignment? Probably not. Also, I don't even have enough mana to cast her, even if I did. Because, of course, he just destroyed it all. And now he just destroyed it. So, we'll get the extra turn right there. Does look like it's pretty bleak right now. There we go. We can get it going now. We get that. Get it poked. Shagra. Get it killed. Get another poke. Get an Inferno King. Do we have alignment? I don't believe we do. So we'll just probably take the Skull Poke and go from there. Let him take the other Skull Poke. Now we have a Mercy to use, though it doesn't really have any value. But this does, so we'll go through that. Doesn't get the kill, but it does off the little poke. And then we'll poke kill him. You're currently playing some quests, and sometimes the AI doesn't take 4 times gems. Is this new? Yes. PC Mobile now has console AI. So there are a few very weird things that occur now. The most notable one is troops, or not troops, but yeah, enemies tend to be more cast focused than they were in the past. They don't like taking skulls as much. Why they sometimes don't take 4 times has to do with looping. Sometimes how it's programmed now is troops that are made to loop will deliberately not go for 4 times sometimes. Like for example, if the enemy is using a Yarrow Fire Mantle and there's like a 4 times red on the board, the AI will be a lot more reluctant and may just completely even skip taking yellow or red extra turns, or even just any extra turns in general, from the board, because it wants to cast its ability instead. A lot of our troops now prioritize casting instead of taking extra turns, as well as casting instead of taking skulls. That's a little bit different. For the most part, it's not too big of a change to the game. It still plays almost exactly the same. But it is worth noting that it is definitely different right now than what it was before. I could do a video eventually going over like a full list. Of course, that would only be relevant to PC Mobile since console's already on that AI and has been for a while. Though people that don't already know how it functions might get deeper insight into it. But I won't be doing that video for a little bit. We still need to see how custom AI kind of works out as well off the defend teams and stuff. Haven't noticed too big of an impact from that, but still want to test it and mess around with it more. You just got destroyed like the 20th time today? Really? I think we only got destroyed about 3 or 4 times today. Maybe 5 at most. Let me see. How many loses do we have? Probably inflated from earlier. Nope, we only have 4 loses this entire week. It's still way below average though. That's only a, what is that? It's like a 95% win rate? Somewhere around 95. Yeah, I think it's 95. That's not horrible, but could be a lot better. Oh, we can go devour El Magrim. Let's go do that. Ta! Let's go do it. Okay, see you, Holog. Have a good day. That reminds me, we'll probably run the next redeem code soon. I will be ending the stream a little bit earlier than what we normally end it. Mainly because there's some video content I need to do for the new patch, of course. We already posted a video earlier going over all the changelog. There's still a lot of videos that we need to go do in the future. And I do need to make sure I need to get to bed super early. We will still be doing the 8 p.m. Stream later tonight, though, as we normally do. And right after, I'll probably go, like, directly to bed. But yeah, I actually didn't even sleep last night. Well, I did and didn't. It's mainly because I napped prior, so I was kind of up for most of the night, so that's basically what my schedule was like, it's all over the place. Yeah, I've been enjoying the new patch quite a bit so far. I'm really looking forward to being able to craft new things. The biggest thing I would wish was slightly different, really wish these were slightly more challenging, I do have to say. They were pretty easy to just kind of just wipe through all of them. You know what we need to go do real quick? Let's go make the new account. I said I was going to make the new account. It's even in the title. Haven't started doing that yet. Let's go do it right now. Let's go make a new account. First things first, though. Let me go see if I can use the other Steam account I have and see if that will work. So give me a second. Let me close out of this. Let me go and log out of my current Steam account. Double check this. Unread messages. Let's see. Let's see. Where to go? Let me click log out real quick. Switch my account and see if we can get over there. So change user, log out, logs out. Let me go see if I can go into this and if it will bring up the right account. I'm actually curious what account will even load up if I go into this. Gonna have fun watching PC Guild Wars from now on. Now that you guys have console AI. We did it last night. There's already, if you want to see how that went, the stream we did last night, the beginning of it when we did Guild Wars, that was under the new AI. So if you're interested on how it goes, we did it last night already. We'll be doing it again tonight as well, as of course every night from now on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we normally do. But yeah, every single one we do from now on will be like that. So let me go open up Gems of War. I have no clue what account's going to be loaded right now when I do this. I feel like it's going to be a blank. I'm hoping that it goes blank. Please be blank and not open up my normal account. It should be blank. I'm not actually on my main account, but I have played my main account on this account before. Please be blank, please be blank, please be blank, please be blank, please be blank. Watch, it's going to be probably one of my other Let's Play accounts. I actually wouldn't mind that. Ideally, it'll be blank right now, though. Blank, blank, blank. Oh, is it even showing up for you guys yet? Yeah, it is. Come on, blank accounts, please. Please. It'll make it so much easier if it is, or else I need to make another Steam account. Please be blank. It should be blank. It's taken a very long time to load. It's probably doing all the initial files. Yep, we got a blank. Okay, new account time. New account time. In we go. So, hello everyone, and welcome to season 3.1, or 3.1, season 3 of our new accounts. I have created many new accounts in the past, and this is our third one. The first one I did while just kind of casually while in college. We did it as just, well, let's just make a new account kind of thing. The second one we did, we ended up doing with the sole purpose of making it as realistic as possible to what a new player account would be like, playing the same amount of times, being in the same kind of guilds, going through the exact same progressions. This time around, we are starting it pretty much the day that Soulforge came out and all that. So, yep, here we are, playing it now. Going to be starting a fresh new account. We're going to be doing 0 pay to win. We're spending $0 on this account. I also, yeah, so, yeah, we're just going to be messing with that. So we're going to be utilizing new Soulforge, building up this account, messing with it here and there. We will be starting actual videos on it as well. It'll be popping in on streams here and there as well. So yeah, we'll be starting this. Seeing how that will pan out. If you guys still want me to do any other teams or anything, let me know, and we could definitely cover it before we end out the stream on the other account. But anyways, yeah, let's get into it. There we go. So let's start it up. As we put ashore, I probably shouldn't read everything. Oh no, should we read everything? I don't think I've ever gone through and read everything before. That'd probably take too long though. Let's just fight. No, Surian. We will not let you do your words of talking. Take the skull, dead. Oh, never mind, he doesn't die yet. Die already. Guess we know how values work, Surian. The loser Surian. Yeah, I know. We'll be posting a new code soon. Soon, TM. Very soon, TM, we shall post another code with Redstone. You still want to know how to use it? Wait, use what? Anyone know how to use the code? Oh, you use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code. The current one below me is actually inactive at the moment. It has already been used up, but we will be posting a new one soon. Also, why on earth is there no audio? It's either turned down like crazy or there's no audio. One of the two. Well, we'll turn up the audio as soon as we get through to the thing. Anyways, gonna do all the tutorial-esque stuff, teaching us how to play the game we know quite well. Also, the speed is dreadfully slow. I forgot how slow one-time speed is. It feels like it's moving at like 0.1. I'm just so used to 4 times speed that this just seems like a glacial pace at this point. We will be raising it the second that we can, obviously. Alright, so all those will get hit by 11s. Look at those 11s. Dragon Soul being all OP early on in the game. It's forcing us to do our attack buff. He'll do his thing. We'll take a skull. Nope, it's not even going to let me do a skull. Actually, we can kill him right now just by casting that if it would let me do so. Let me kill it. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh. What? Did I have to cast them on that in order for it to hit all enemies? I guess so. Anyways, we'll kill him with that. Oh, never mind. That's not enough damage. I fail. So, you think you know how to play. Also, why will it not let me take reds? Just let me take the reds. Literally just sitting there. Thank you, Surian, who's blocking it as I'm trying to take it. Okay, 1 HP. How much will it take to kill him with 1 HP? So let's go knock him out real quick. There we go. Yeah, what Macaulay just said. You go there, you type in your invite code, you put in the code, and then you go from there. And now we get a baby dragon. We got a baby dragon! And now to name herself. Here we go. Tacet the Terror number 3. There we go. Tacet the Terror. 3rd account. All nice. And our guy's pretty much already the color I want him to be. So there we go. Tacet the Terror number 3. Confirm, and let's go and adjust him accordingly, and we're good to go. And boom. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so settings. My volume is completely turned off. Let me know if that's too loud. Should be fine. Okay, so Third Let's Play account. We are here. We're here. So yeah, let's just start a little bit with the questing and stuff. Quite a bit of this I will be doing off camera. But we figured I might as well just start it a little bit. I don't know, do you guys want me to go on the main account and mess with stuff, or try getting this thing to Soulforge? Because Soulforge, of course, is the first priority we want to go do, is rush right to Soulforge immediately. Oh, I forgot to go change speed. I'm gonna go do that right now. 4 times speed, Mythic, fly. There we go. Okay, so speed will not go at the speed of nothing now. So we'll go move that over. Let's see. That's funny. Simple. Oh yeah, did you get the thing fixed with your computer recently? Because you said you were having issues with that earlier. Hope you got it fixed. Getting Soulforge will take a good bit. Yeah, we actually ended up testing it earlier. It takes 8 hours on a brand new account to do it. We're obviously not doing the full thing right now. It does take about 8 hours. I know, the 4 times speed does feel like ultra slow motion. It's really bad. It is very, 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 very slow. Ridiculously slow. Also, do we not get Crude Club? I know we get the sword now, but I don't think we get Crude Club. Kind of weird. I don't know why that is. You just like never get Crude Club. It's like, nope, we're just never gonna give it to you. I forget if we do or do not get it. I'm almost certain that we do not have Crude Club right now. Let me go double check. I am pretty sure we do not have Crude Club. Let me double check. If I go under troops, go under hero. No, we do not have Crude Club. When does it give me Crude Club? That's really strange. I don't know why that is. Anyways, let's go. I wish we could do Arena right now. We have to complete out Broken Spire. It's one of the 3 things that you need to complete out of Kingdom to actually do. To be able to do Arena, you need to do Broken Spire. To do Soulforge, you need Lighted Lands, and to do Drifting, and I mean to do the dungeons, you need Drifting Sands. I do want to get this account to all of those within the next day or 2, but it's a work in progress for now. Anyways, let's go and keep progressing quests. And in we go. Gonna need to do this eventually. Might as well get it started now so that we can head to the video. I'll probably actually do it. We'll probably save the Sugar fight for the video later. Most of this is kind of interloop stuff I want to do off camera. It's just this. I'll probably do this up to when we get our initial keys. I'm really curious what we get from our first keys. I'm hoping for something amazing. We'll need to create a meme if we get Dragon Soul. Oh, the amount of what on earth just happened that will occur if we get a Dragon Soul, or really any decent Mythic, I mean, or Legends. Oh, could you imagine if we got a Mythic from one of the first 2 gem keys you get? I think you get like 2 or 3 gem keys immediately. Like, in a few more battles, we'll get like 1 or 2 of them, whatever it is. If we get something decent, that's going to be amazing. Let's see, we'll go and take the brown, go from there. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to go get this in a guild too. Is Techni here? Let me go see if I can contact him. Calling all Techni. Are you here? Why is someone spamming bear in the chats? What is with the bear spam? Calling all Techni. I don't know if he's here or not. I'll find out in a moment. He's the guild I'll be joining. I forgot to go put the new troops into my team. Fail. Or your net was broke. What happened? Why are you on a new account? Oh, we're starting a new Let's Play series, Season 3. And I figured I'd get some progress on it now. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We need to go and unlock Soulforge and the crafting system as soon as possible. Mainly the crafting system, because... oh, I said both of them as the same thing. Crafting system and Soulforge are the exact same thing. But dungeoning that we don't exactly need immediately. One thing I'm going to be doing with this account is showing, well, how to play the game free to play. But also, one major thing is how to utilize and win the dungeoning system, and how to utilize your resources when you're first starting off when doing the new crafting system. Going to be the main purpose of this account. I've been planning on making this for a while now when crafting came out, and that's exactly what we did right now since it is indeed out. So yeah, we'll be messing with this over the course of the next month or 2. Generally, how these generally go is I do a lot of like tutorial-esque let's play videos of them, anywhere from about like 10 to 20-ish, and then we abandon the accounts until another really major thing happens to the game, in which case we make another free-to-play account, do the same process over again, and go from there. That's what we're doing now. This is the third one we made. I'm pretty sure generally I build about like 2 of these a year. It's been going about that way. So, yeah, about 2 per year is how they tend to go. Next one probably wouldn't be till, I'd say May-ish. Probably do this for about a month or 2 or 3. And then the next one would probably come out around a major patch around May, I would assume. Depends how things go. There, of course, needs to be a major patch for me to really bother making one of these. And, of course, the reason for making this one is for the crafting system. Oh yeah, Dwarven Miner is pretty cool. We might even get it on this account to try it out. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Dwarven Miner on this account. Let's see, let's throw that down on yellow, get that nice even spread. And go from there. Okay, we got some keys. I think those are gold keys though. Oh no, those are gem keys. He just didn't tell me what they are. Okay, moment of truth. What are those 3 gem keys? Yep, there he goes. Now he's telling us about the gem keys. What do we get? Useless, though could be okay in early game. Vinoxia! Run through all the things! We have won early game. No, actually we haven't won yet. We don't have a mana generator for it, but there we go. We got a legend within 2 gem keys. Luck is on our side. Now, can we get Crimson Bat or something? Come on, Crimson Bats! Ah, Weavern. I'll take it. I'll take it. Vinoxia. We'll roll with it. First legend. Oh no! I got the first legend already. This is normally supposed to be hyped up. I already got a legend. Normally the first legend on every single Let's Play has been hyped out a lot. I wasn't expecting me to get it within 3 keys. Whoops. Well, we got a legend. It's also a pretty decent one that does 4 true damage every single time. It's actually pretty bad in the meta right now, but for early on in the game, it's pretty insane. So yeah, we got Vinoxia. I'll take it. That's amazing. Yeah, streamer RNG, that will happen. Well, we got our Vinoxia. Could you imagine if that was like a mythic or something? Too bad it wasn't. Guild invite. Oh, is this, you've been invited to the guild, Game Breakers. Sorry, Game Breakers. I'm looking for Techni. Where is he? He's called like the Sparkle, Walruses or something. Wait, was he the guild? I think that is. You know what? Maybe I'll join it for now. Yeah, it's the one that Holog's in. Let me go join them for now. I'll go join Technize later, probably. But we'll join this one for now, I guess. Let's see. Is this guild too big? Where's Game Breakers? They don't even have any spots left. He's inviting me to a full guild. But yeah, don't invite me, Holog. I believe Holog's here right now. Don't bother trying to invite me. I'm not going to be staying there. Also, your guild is full. So I can't stay there even if I wanted to. So let's go try our new Vinoxia we just got. Oops, I didn't mean to fight yet. Good. Yeah, we got Vinoxia. So we can actually use the combination of what we got as well. We can use Vinoxia with the thing we just got. Let's see. Fair to filter. Vinoxia, put in the Sharky, and we'll go with that. That covers all colors except the yellow. We can't really change our banner to anything relevant, but we'll roll with that. So yeah, Vinoxia. Don't use orange if you want to demonstrate what a new free-to-play account will be like. Mere mortals. Well, some people get that lucky. For the Shugra fight, I will not use the Vinoxia. For speeding up how long it will take to grind, I will definitely be using the Vinoxia. Though, in all fairness, Vinoxia will, for a very, very short duration, actually be good. He will not last that long as a viable troop. When we're fighting things like this, he'll be decent. But once we start fighting actual things, Vinoxia is really horrible right now. The only synergy it really has is if we want to build an all-dragon team early on in the game, which is one of the better teams to build, Vinoxia, just for the purpose of putting a dragon on it, will work. In case we don't happen to get Dragonian Monk or Dragonian Assassin or stuff like that, Vinoxia would be a good replacement for now. So yeah, the main thing we really need to do, the all-dragon team, would be a, what's it called? We need the... If I can remember what it's called, I can say it. We need the Dragotar. Dragotar is the main component we would end up needing to be able to put the team together. Okay, so let's go and... what do we do from here? I guess we just poke him. I don't really foresee us getting Vinoxia. Other issue with it is with no banner generator, it has a ridiculously large mana pool that we're almost never going to be able to fulfill. Hello, Strawn! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Why am I searching? I have 4 troops total. That is a really good question. I guess out of force of habit. That is pretty funny. I am searching when I only have 6 troops. That does seem pretty redundant now, doesn't it? That is quite pointless. Oh well. I see your points. I see your points. Those yellows do nothing. Also, we have basically 0 chance for mana surge. There's no point even really trying on them. If I'm hoping for a mana surge, I might as well stop hoping. It's almost impossible to even occur. I'm going to let him damage us. I'm not really too worried about it, mainly because we can get a free kill off the Vinoxia by doing it this way. So we'll go do that. Get a little bit of spawn on the board and poke it down. Oh no, there's only one problem with waiting to do the Shegra fight though. If I wait to do the Shegra fight, I will not be able to unlock the other kind of fights that we need to go do. The dungeon system and the Soulforge. Well, I guess I will hold on to it. We'll still keep it for the video. We need to keep something for the video. We already used our first mythic during the... We already obtained our first mythic during the stream, so... Gotta save something nice for the video. So we'll probably save how to do Shegra fight again using, Really? Oh, that's great. This Shegra fight, with 2 legends. How to do Shegra fight with 2 legends now. How to do the Shegra fight using the first 3 troops that you get, minus Baby Dragon. Well, I guess we could use Baby Dragon too, but it's too random. I'd want to use the one that's more consistent. Legendary. I know, I do miss that voice. There's actually a voice in the game, or that used to be in the game, that says legendary. There's still a way that you can get it to type, or get it to say it. Why are you telling me 6 goals? But the only way that you can get the commentary person that says legendary to say legendary these days is if you have a if you do arena and you beat arena and you have to do a perfect arena run or an 8-win arena run, and if you do an 8-win arena run and one of the troops you have is legendary rarity, you'll be able to get the guy to still say legendary. I do have the audio file if you guys want to hear it. Let me go see if I can go find it real quick. It doesn't take too long. But yeah, I missed the guy that used to say legendary and all the other voices. That was actually kind of cool when you were opening up keys earlier. There's almost no way to get him to say it these days. But there is a nice little voicer guy that they have that was supposed to do it, or does do it. Doesn't really do it anymore. It was based on the old key system, which is why it doesn't really happen anymore. And the only reason why Arena still does it is because Arena is still dated in some aspects. Mainly in the rewards that it gives, and that is like kind of one of the things associated with it. Okay, let's see if I can find it real quick. I'd be able to find it easier if I could see my desktop. I'm trying to find it based on a bunch of random things. Gems of War, Gems of War, Gems of War. They go under Standard. Graphics. Wait, I don't need graphics. Where's the one that has the music audio in it? Let's see. Gems of War edited? No, that still goes directly to the graphics. Where is this thing? I know I have the audio here. Maybe it's under music. Did I put under music? No, that's my authenticator. Come on, I want to get this voice. We got to get the legendary guy to play his voice. We can't not get that happen. Gems of War account, Gems of War edited. No, that's the graphics as well. Where on earth did I save this thing? Icon, particles, graphics, playlist music, saves, stash, YouTube. Undo, writing, Stardew Valley. Well, apparently I buried it somewhere. I know I have it. Maybe it's under music? Oh, I found it. It's under music. I should have renamed it something else. Oh no! This one doesn't have legendary in it. No! Did I never save the file? I might not have the one that says legendary anymore. I have all the game audio though. Like, here's the intro. I have no clue what intro plays. This is the one that plays when you start up the game. I think this is the one that starts up the game. But no, I can't find a legendary voice. Here's the intro music. Yeah, that's the intro music. That's the one that plays as soon as you enter. But yeah, I have all those musics. Oh no, I can't find the legendary announcer guy. Oh well, we're not gonna be able to play him. Is my voice too low, or is it just you? My voice probably is a bit too low, particularly since I didn't rebalance the audio since I went on this other account. So there's a good possibility that my voice relative to everything else is a bit too low. I can go lower the audio. I can't actually higher the mic though. I can lower it the other way around, making it seem like my voice is higher. So let's see. No. Why are you telling me to buy the Death Knight pack? That is really good value, but I do not want it. This is free-to-play account. If this was a pay-to-play account, that'd be the first thing we do. Is buy that Death Knight pack. But for free-to-play, we do not. That's interesting that that pops up now. Normally it would pop up when the starter packs. Maybe the devs have been listening to my videos and adjusting the game accordingly. Because I do normally say, or actually I always say, that Death Knight pack is the best thing to get, and that all the starter packs are useless. So it's kind of funny that Death Knight pack is now the first thing that they show. Anyways, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, let me go turn down the audio some. Alright, that should be fine now. Anyways, let's go unlock Adana and go from there. But yeah, we'll be working on this account here and there. We'll be doing a lot of instructive new player videos with it. That'll be the main goal of this account. We already got a Vinoxia. It's like we're gonna make a new player account that already has a legendary within its first 2 drops. Hey, I had no control over it. Speaking of that, let me go see if I can get a good drop off of a useless, though slightly less so this early in the game. Apparently we can't get good drops. They're trying to get like a Valkyrie or something, or any kind of mana generator like an alchemist. FYI, Soulforge kills don't carry from level to level. Yeah, you do have to constantly keep leveling it. So if you end up getting it to, let's say, the requirement for level 5, and then you do an additional 40 kills, none of those 40 kills will go if you don't level it up prior. So do make sure to definitely do that. It can be very annoying not doing that. Okay. What do we really need to move around right here? We'll go take that over. Go take the skull. Mess around with that. Take the other thing. Also, I'll probably go post the other redeem code. Let's see. When should we post it? Oh, we might as well post it. I think I'm going to switch over to the other account, just so I don't get too much progress on this. Because we need to save something for the video. So, we were able to get Vinoxia. That was nice. That was insane and also very nice. But, yeah, I think we'll stop on this account soon. And then, or actually right now, go give out the redeem code, go on the other account for a little bit, and then we'll probably end out the stream. So let's go do that. So, all the expedition, go to that, boom, 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 and open our 1 key that we have. What do we get? Zombie, you're also useless, though you do have a different trait now. You have the Undying, though you're still useless. But, put him away. So yeah, let's go and head out. We're level 6! So much progress! Look at that leveling. No, it's barely any. But, yeah, let's go switch over to our main account now. Just log out, switch back, go from there. So, oh yeah, I also need to go link that account to a email, just to make sure I don't accidentally lose it. I did not need that happening. I already lost the other 2 accounts. Well, technically I haven't lost the other 2 accounts. I just haven't bothered going through the process of reclaiming the other 2 accounts. So, for all intents and purposes, I lost them. I still have their save files and everything. I just don't have direct access to them yet. There is a way that you can make it and get access to it. I just haven't bothered messing around with it. Anyways, we'll put him into a guild later. I forgot to go give him the invite code. Oh well, we'll do that later. Anyways, let's go back to our main account, mess with that for a little bit, go give out the redeem code, and then I'm actually, as weird as it may seem, heading to bed. Get a nap in between then, do the thing, head to sleep for the night, and then we wake up really early at like 3 a.m. to go do the new mythics, or new mythic, I should say. There is a new mythic coming out in 14 hours from now. There's a new mythic being released. So we will be covering that when it comes out. Of course, it will take a little while to get the videos out and everything, but we will be covering that as soon as it does come out. and doing teams for it, as well as key opening, as we normally do. So yeah, we'll have that soon, TM. That'll probably be posted in about 17 hours or so. Anyways, anything you guys want me to go over in particular as I go get the redeem code? Can we have a redeem code that gives 1 million new crafting diamonds? That would be amazing. I wish I could do such a thing. I actually did a request for redeem codes that could give specific resources related to the new resources. They didn't do it. Actually, her response was it's actually pretty hard for them to make any kind of special kind of redeem codes like those. And oops, I accidentally started playing the stream thing. But yeah, it's actually kind of hard for them to make custom ones. They might eventually do it for that, but as of this current moment in time, that's not really something that's going to be happening. Anyways, let's go and give out the redeem code. We'll go see if I can go find one. Let's see, which one should we go do? Let's go do this first one because it makes the most sense. Given that what we're doing right now. So we'll go do that, save and edit, make sure that I posted that, go and put this over here so we can go copy paste it. Let me go and put it into the interface now, and then go copy paste the other thing. So let's go do that. We move this down, go over to the, where'd it go? Redeem code, where are you? There it is, redeem code section, put that in. New updates. Yep, that's the redeem code, new updates. Redeem code, new updates. Almost sounds like a reminder or something. But yeah, then you go and use this on gemsofwar.com underneath game code for any of you that don't already know where to use it. So you go there and then you type in your invite code. Your invite code can be found by going underneath settings, and whatever your game says right there you put in. So when you go to gemsofwar.com underneath game code, you just type in your invite code, which is whatever is under that option menu, whatever yours says. Then put in the redeem code, which is what we just posted below us, and then click that you're not a robot, unless you are a robot, in which I don't know what exactly you do. And then you just click redeem, and then boom, it gets sent to your account, and it gives the normal reward of 2,500 gold, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold, as usual. Do keep in mind a new mythic is coming tomorrow, so you might want to keep your gem keys for that purpose. And we get a void portal, not really that needed. We'll take it though, better than nothing. And 0-1 on defense, though we did get like 2 or 3 kills. I didn't exactly see the number there, but we did get some kills out of it. But yeah, is there anything you guys want me to go over in particular? Let me know. Just let me know. If not, we'll just kind of mess around for a little bit and then probably head off for now. We will be doing a slightly longer stream, of course, for Friday and Saturday. Just there's stuff we need to get done soonish that I kind of need to be rested for. So I will be ending the stream quite a bit earlier than what we would normally do. This is mainly just to, someone already got the code. That's funny. That did not take long. We just posted that with the stream delay. That would have been within like 5 seconds of seeing that code. That is amazing. He wastes no time. But anyways, if there was anything, what was your question? Did you see your question about daily bounty? What was your question on daily bounty? Let me see. Where's your daily bounty question? Daily bounty. Let's see. So it will take 200 dungeon daily bounties, 10,000 gems, to get enough diamonds to build 1 mythic. How many mythics would you wind up getting from gem chests from 10,000 gems? That would end up giving you about 2 to 4 mythics. Also, you do have to keep in mind you don't only get diamonds from the dungeoning system. It's how you get most of your diamonds, but you also get them from guild tasks. The reason this doesn't seem like you get them from guild tasks is because no one is really getting them from guild tasks. Because everyone later in the game who does complete all the guild tasks have already completed all the guild tasks. So we weren't really expecting that they would be added to guild tasks, but they were. But yeah, a lot of people, particularly late game people, who are the people that would have all the tasks done, already have them done prior to the patch coming out. So no one got all the diamonds from that. I don't even think anyone knows how many diamonds we get from it, but we'll find out on Monday. But that would really change how quickly you would end up getting mythic. How quickly or how slow you get a mythic is extremely dependent on what that actually is, and we still don't know exactly what it is. Am I still going to be doing the Guild War at 8 o'clock tonight? Yes, I will be. If it's slightly delayed, that's because I'm napping. But yes, it should be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be. Then I'm going like directly to bed after. and then we'll do the videos in the morning and go from there. Standard stream tomorrow from 10 a.m. till like about 2, 3, or 4, depending on what we really do. But yeah, pretty standard as far as everything else from there. We'll do the new Mythic, cover that, cover the new teams for it, cover, and then mess around with it within the stream. As far as new related content, what could we actually incorporate into it? I don't think anything that was rebalanced in this patch actually works with the new Mythic coming on Friday. There's things that synergize with it. There's nothing that particularly got rebalanced that synergized with it. And that is super dead. That is super duper dead. Down it goes. Also, I find it funny. The amount of viewers we have here is like half the amount of redeems that the code actually has. Redeem codes are gonna die in seconds. Oh, everyone was saying that on console, Justice Team is very, very annoying. And that is like almost unbeatable. So we have console AI now. The way that we fight the Justice Team is exactly the same that console fights the Justice Team. So let's see if we can defeat the Justice Team. This is the exact same that console has it. Because I know that console has been complaining a lot that this team has just been broken beyond all belief, which is somewhat true. But honestly, I think they're over-exaggerating this slightly. We'll see. I don't know. I see what they mean, like with Queen Mab, how she works and stuff now. But, I don't know. I don't think this team is really as bad as some people put it out to be. There's plenty of options that can kill through it. Oh, why didn't I just straight maul it? But yeah, there we go. Seemed like a normal team to me, for the most part. But yeah, that's exactly how it is on console right now. Though, of course, one example is not solid. We would need multiple tests. I think that was like one of the first times I even fought Queen Mab this time. See ya, Player Daniels. Have a good day. Okay, well, let's see. What else do we need to go do? But yeah, is there any other questions? Anything else you guys want me to go over? Non-legendary task will give diamonds? Yes, non-legendary task will give diamonds. Actually, I don't even think they are within legendary tasks. I forget for sure. I know for sure there are non-legendary tasks. How many? We do not know. We'll find out on Monday. Or if someone hasn't done their guild tasks and then does it. But probably on Monday. Because there's very few guilds that actually haven't done their guild task yet. Okay, where do we need to move? We'll go and move that down. I'm not too concerned about the skull. He still gets skull distracted, so that's nice. Of course, he still took the extra turn as any smart AI would. That'd be really dumb of him if he didn't. Let's see. He does get the Devour. That is quite unfortunate, though in a way also somewhat fortunate, because we can just do this now. Oh, we can also Devour Impervious. There's a glitch right now that allows us to do so. It is very broken and overpowered, obviously. Yeah, he didn't go for the skull there. Interesting. He did not get skull distracted that time. He went for the cast priority. They do love to cast now, that is for sure. The AI love to cast pretty much more than anything else nowadays. Yeah, this match. Any skull will take it down. Let's see. No problem, Belden. Also, hello, Joe T. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Console is not the same yet. They don't have the update yet. No, they're the same as far as the AI. Console or PC Mobile got moved to console AI, not the other way around. Though I believe there is a small change to console where it does change gem spawning somewhat. But that's the only slight change that would have. Because the AI right now is a mix between all of them. More so towards what console was. So. But yeah, I think I am actually going to be heading off for now, guys. We end up getting in 3 hours. We end up going over most of the things. If you guys still want me to cover anything, we will be going in great detail in the next 2 days. Plus, we will be doing the Mythic, covering that tomorrow. Mythic isn't anything too spectacular. It's something that is definitely quite skippable if you don't have the resources. Also keep in mind, if you're low on gems, that next week you're getting a unique legend in the event key drop pool that's actually relatively good. So you might be better off just saving your gems for the legendary that's coming out next week. rather than throwing them down for the Mythic tomorrow. But anyways, thank you all so much for coming down. If you are still here and just getting here right before we leave, make sure to check the redeem code. Should still be active. Use it on gemsofwar.com. Thank you all so much for coming down today. We did end up beating our record that we've ever had of the most viewers ever in a given stream. We ended up hitting, I think it was 159 at our peak. So greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone for all of your continued support. Or if you're just finding the channel today, thank you for stopping by. We do a lot of Gems of War content. If you need to know anything, we will cover it. We know all the things and cover things on a daily basis. But yeah, anyways, thank you all again. Greatly appreciated. We beat our record, 159 now. But yeah, anyways, hope you all have a wonderful day. We will be streaming later today. In 7 hours from now, we will be doing the Guild War battles. So we'll be doing that. Hope to see you all then. Otherwise, I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow morning when we come back, same time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 3 hours prior to now tomorrow is the easiest way of saying it. Same time we started today. Anyways, see you everyone. Thanks for stopping by. See you all later. Have a wonderful day. 6 p.m. PT. I do not know what PT is. I assume that is the correct time. I do not know the conversion off the top of my head. Sorry. Also, feel free to leave a like. Helps out a lot. Also, we end up hitting 49 likes on this video. Gosh, that is a lot of likes. That too. There we go. 50. Thank you, whoever just clicked it. There we go. And also, thank you for the subscribe, the Beanie Bandit. Much appreciated. Anyways, I'm heading out now. Taking a nap until basically our stream later. Probably going to grab lunch/dinner between that time as well. So I'll see y'all then. And I keep saying goodbye like a billion times. Anyways, official goodbye. New Mythic tomorrow. Look out for that. We'll be covering that as well. And have a great time, everyone.